This program is rated MA. It contains adult themes, coarse language, sexual references, and violence.
All right, what's up, everybody? What's up, comms? We're back. Dom's not back, but he'll be here in a second. There he is. Oh my God, how many beers did he have to? Oh, that's like just booze. Okay. He just comes back with a full fridge. Anyway, we're back. We're here. Manic's here. Dom's here.
Dom is looking well shorn.
Yeah.
Yes, I am
Nice,
well shorn. You missed it.
Yeah, I think
I caught
it.
the VOD.
Yeah, the gag. Oh, I forgot to get the gag for the soundboard. The rain gag.
The puffer fit. Oh, no. I have the sound. Okay.
Yeah,
I have a GIF of it.
I have the.
Pick up the hair.
I have the recording from last week. I just clip one of the sound things out there. I'll get that.
You were supposed to send that to me too, so I could send it to people, but you forgot.
Taken out of context, it's kind of funny. Just... but
she was gagging so hard.
What's up, Sky?
Oh my God! Wish you were there.
Yeah. It's gonna be a nice, refreshing show, I think, for a lot of people because we actually have quite a bit of Eve stuff.
There's a ton.
There's actually a lot of Eve stuff.
For the last 2 weeks, we've had practically nothing, and now this week we get a fucking fire
last
hose.
week did we have a shit? I mean, last week?
we had a good show, but we got sidetracked so much that we actually didn't really talk about the FPS all that much. We did talk about the Stream Team, Dream Team, whatever stuff for quite a bit.
FPS? What?
The first
person
shooter.
We talked about it. About as much as
yeah, we did. I went on a rant while other people filled their drinks or something.
No, we were all listening intently. We were listening intently.
Yeah, Skyhawk. Yeah, I think I'm decidedly going to Vegas. So
you don't think, you know?
Oh, I know. It's funny. It's like we're like 6 months out, and it's just gonna be like every week. It's like, what's the update?
It's like the Matrix. Drayden, don't think you are going to Vegas. No, you are going to Vegas.
I'm gonna put like a white rabbit on my backpack when I go.
Yeah.
But let's see. Opening shots. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna throw a weird one out, but I'm gonna throw a shout out to my mom. Apparently,
Mama.
Mama. No, she's been writing a book and she finished it and she sent some drafts out and she got a couple publishers call her back. They want to publish it.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So she's a retired school teacher and now she very possibly could be like a published author.
Shots to Mama Drayden.
Congrats, awesome.
Cheers. Wait, I didn't kiss Sudicon, did I? I don't think I've kissed
Drayden and Sudicon kissing in a tree.
Okay, yeah, I did shots for your mom. This isn't like a porn book, right? This isn't
no. It's like it's a fiction. It's just a fiction,
erotic
kind
fan
of
fiction.
But I might feel a little uncomfortable if that's the case.
She's writing erotic Sonic the Hedgehog fan.
Yeah, no, it's like a fiction kind of drama, not like a relationship drama. It's more like, not to give anything away too much, but it's post-apocalyptic, but not like Book of Eli, like Nuclear Winter, Fallout post-apocalyptic. It's more like governments have kind of imploded and everything has been sectionalized and you have just all these different groups and stuff up. So it's kind of like erotic organized world governments have kind of collapsed and it's kind of down to like localized groupings. And it's about a group that is going to take shelter in a secluded area and they're trying to, disguise them just living there, and then other groups want to come and basically raid their shit. So it's kind of one of those types of books.
And your mom is writing this? This sounds cool.
Yeah, she wrote
it. I'm gonna have to know the title when it gets published.
I'll
have to figure out.
Keep us updated.
I was kind of excited because she got a hold of me for some science and some other like input on some various things, and she was like, so one of the things, if it's in the book, it's me that gave her this idea, I guess, but she's talking like, I don't know, like I kind of want satellite communications to go down, but like I just like how would that like because it's not like power doesn't work. It's not like the world has gone to blew itself up. I'm like, oh, what you could do is like the governments aren't really running things and organizing satellites, because they have to like change orbits and stuff to evade each other sometimes. If that has kind of gone by the wayside, you're going to have collisions up there. And there's a thing called the Kessler effect or Kessler syndrome, which is they're worried about so much space junk up there that when collisions happen inevitably, you're going to have 10 times more space, 1,000 times more space junk, and then that's going to hit stuff, and it's going to be like a domino effect, and it's going to litter the entire low Earth orbit with space debris that makes space travel and satellites impossible at that point. And I was like, she's like, oh, that's cool. So that might be in there.
So if that winds up in the book, we know that she was your point of contact for that research.
Yeah. So that'd be cool. We'll see.
That's bitchin', dude.
Hell yeah.
That's very cool. Yes. So we just need to get Mega Maid up there.
Yeah, Mega Maid.
She's gone from suck to blow.
Oh no.
So you're speaking of the book and space or science and sciencey stuff. Did you see that Scott Manley helped design the spaceship for that?
Yeah, for that. There's a show coming up. It's gonna be a
Stowaway.
Is it Netflix show?
I think it is.
I think it's Stowaway. Yeah, they consulted him on some, and it was with the artificial gravity, like the spinning of the station, and how they could use essentially like an anchor on one side, and instead of having the giant ring thing, because that would be way too big and too expensive, and a lot. So instead, what you can do is you can still have a spinning thing, but if you have a counterweight on one side and the other thing spinning, then you can do it with less mass and smaller stuff. So yeah, that was pretty sweet.
That was pretty cool.
Or no, they did it with like boost, like they had like some boosters on the side that got it spin. I don't know. Yeah,
it fucking blows my mind that people think this way. I can't even pretend to make myself think that way. Like if you ask me how do you make gravity in space, they're like, I don't fucking know. Put a planet where you need to stand.
If you don't have the mass, you need centrifugal force.
Everyone's seen 2001: Space Odyssey.
I'm too stupid to think of something like centrifugal force. Like my brain just doesn't go there. I'm like, how do you make gravity? Well, you need mass. So let's just plop a planet down.
See, that's smarter than
make it happen. In Universe Sandbox, you can definitely do that.
Why can't NASA just put planets where they want to?
Why don't we just move Earth to Mars so it's quicker to like just then we could just like hop over there and then come back and we just put Earth back.
Slow ass rocket ships. Why can't we just move the whole planet to where we need to go?
Yeah. That seems the most efficient way. Why haven't they thought of that before? That's ridiculous.
Not to get into the weeds too much.
Take a black hole.
Not to get into the weeds too much, but there was actually a video. It was also a Scott Manley video where people were asking if you took all the rockets, like all the missiles, all the rockets and everything on Earth and put them on one side of the planet and launch them like into the ground, like try and push the planet, it would have a forceful effect on the planet, but they're like, could that actually change Earth's orbit? And he was going into like all the math and all this stuff, and basically it came down to like, it might seem like there's a lot of missiles and rockets and lots of power and all that stuff on the Earth, but you don't realize how fucking massive the Earth actually is.
The Earth is really big.
Yeah, and it's like you can take all of our nuclear missiles, all of our cruise missiles, all of our rockets, all of everything, and it would be like rolling a marble at a mountain and trying to move it. Like it doesn't work.
Thinking like that though. Thinking like that just shows you how insignificant humans really are in the universe.
Well, the analogy that I've heard. And by the way, if you guys have not read a book called A Short History of Nearly Everything, it is a fantastic read. By Bill Bryson.
All right.
But there's a section in there about geology and how humans have over the years have excavated the Earth. The analogy that he makes is if the Earth were the size of an apple, human beings would not yet have broken through the skin with the amount of digging that we've done. Like the depth that we've been able to dig to, it's nothing. It's like we've barely scratched the surface, literally, of the Earth.
Strigak, thanks for the resub. Yeah, it's. I mean, you could think of like the skin of the apple as like the crust.
Highly recommended. Yeah.
Stray, thanks for the resub. The only book I read is the Book of Elby. Oh man, that should be a thing. Speaking of which, Stray, I should have got a hold of you. I was headed down to Lewiston this last week for work, so I should have seen if you were available. I figured you were at work though, so I didn't get a hold of you. But anyway, so I told people that they could do a survey when they got here. I didn't actually make a survey. I was gonna have a whole 60 to 75 questions ready to go. Their favorite
about your personal shopping habits.
Yeah, your personal shopping habits. What sites you visit.
Well, we start off first with asking people, how many people have done the survey?
Yeah. Okay. So, long story short, not even long story. EVE Online got a survey.
Short story, even shorter.
Short story, even shorter. EVE Online or CCP, they put a
short story made long.
They teamed up with 12 Traits, is a survey company, and so you can do a survey that answers questions about your gaming habits, and it goes even to more into psychological stuff, moods, attitudes towards the game, things that. But it also. And so you can answer these, and they are going to try and use it to gauge their development of the game. But the thing that seemed weird is when I was taking this survey, because I did it right before the show, because I got to see what this is, and it starts getting into what are your favorite brands? What 3 apps do you use the most?
So is it embarrassing? It was Kindle, Pornhub.
I thought I was joking with Manic before the show. I was like, it's like, what are your 3 favorite brands or companies? I was like, SpaceX, that's one.
Grindr.
And then I was like, Pornhub.
Drayden really likes
maybe,
Grindr.
but I was like, I shouldn't put that on there. But that
SpaceX and Grindr, huh?
SpaceX.
God damn, dude.
This is a very easy. Drayden would be the weirdest outlier on the survey results.
SpaceX, Grindr, and Columbia jackets or something like that. I don't know.
There's this one data point way off in the distance, and we can't connect it to anything.
Or
all 3 of them are way off.
It's like a Grindr.
They take it to Hilmar. They take the chart to Hilmar. Like, sir,
these are the people you have.
You have a problem in your game. One of your customers is a fucking
sicko. I think we need to report this to the authorities.
Anyway, well, Hilmar, I found out the problem. It's your players.
Oh my god.
But no,
it's the players.
Yeah, your 3 favorite apps, and then it's like asking for your most favorite apps, and so that's the point where it's like, okay, some of the other stuff I get, it's like when you log into EVE, what are check the boxes of the thing. Do you feel anxiety? Do you feel nervousness? Do you feel excitement? Do you feel it's like, okay, I get that. They're kind of trying to gauge
they didn't have wet on there, which really pissed me off.
No.
Do you get aroused?
Yeah.
When you log on to a crowded grid.
But yeah, when it gets to the company side of it, like some of which is obviously I feel like going to go into marketing research because. It's like why would
that's where my brain
why would CCP care what 3 apps I use the most or what 3 brands I like the most or
who should we advertise with? What brands do we have any brand recognition? The answer is no, you don't.
I think that might have been
it's actually a good survey. It shows that they
let me get a link to that.
It shows that there's a willingness to grow and or maybe make changes
to learn who your customers are.
Yeah.
Whether
they take this data and use
playing habits, but who they are as people. Yeah.
I think it's good. Now, this could be one of those things. Well, JD Power says if we don't do these 4 surveys a year, we'll get a higher score. Yeah, I hope it's not something like that. So they don't give a shit and they're just going to throw the data away. But you never know. Yeah.
My Drayden was talking about marketing, so I'm in marketing. Not that I know a lot of marketing shit, but I'm exposed to a lot of marketing shit. And I say shit with the greatest of respect in case any of my coworkers are watching.
So CCP's got to drive you crazy.
So yes, that's why I've been perpetually frustrated for the last 2 or 3 years. So when I saw the survey, I haven't taken it. I've seen examples of it, and people have talked to me about it. My marketing brain, and I'm tinfoiling. I don't mean to. This is pure speculation. I don't know if this is happening or not, but 12 Traits collects this data. It's their data for all intents and purposes now. They own it. and we don't know what they're doing with it. And this is a small company. I started looking into them when I saw this dev blog. So I was like going on LinkedIn and Glassdoor trying to find out who 12 Traits is. And there's not a lot out there about them because they're pretty new. They were founded in 2008. LinkedIn says they have 10 to 15 employees, and they're a data science and AI something, analytics and data company. So yeah, when I see this kind of company running this kind of survey, my marketing brain is telling me that it's shady. And again, I don't know. I'm not speaking with, I don't want to sound like I know I come from any place of authority here, but from what I know in my professional job and seeing what this survey is, my brain is, there's some gears a grinding up here. Anywho, Jesus Christ. Happy Friday, everybody. Everybody take a shot. Shot.
That's a wise idea.
Got a little too heavy here, and we're not even half an hour in, so I want to bring it back up.
So, in my opinion, I don't know what you'll think of it, but CCP has got to be one of the worst companies at marketing, worst companies at merchandising, and actually worse at advertising, period.
Well, I'll argue that on the simple point, CCP knows how to market to their existing customers. CCP is really good at marketing to us, the players who have been around for a long time. I think
those of us who have been brainwashed and can't make decisions for
ourselves. Okay. I think it's like the people that know they like the game.
People that know they like the game. CCP is good at marketing to their existing customer base. They've always had a problem marketing to potential customers.
So now they might be good at marketing to their customer base, to their own customer base, but they're not good at developing to their own customer base.
Agreed. That's why I specified marketing.
So
they know how to market to us.
They've never been good at, I agree, outside marketing, because there is none for the most part. Really, there's very, very little. But the one thing that's always drove me crazy, I think it's a huge error on their part, is the merchandising side of things.
Sure.
It's non-existent for the most part, right?
And that's like, I don't think that's ever been a debate. See, everybody knows, and maybe CCP probably.
No, they do know. I spoke with the dev that's in charge of that.
But it's like the shipping costs are out of their hands, obviously.
But that doesn't mean they couldn't. I don't want them to make it themselves. Hire somebody to make it.
I'm not saying what I mean is the shipping costs are not necessarily CCP's fault. They could outsource this stuff to a different company that doesn't charge 70% of the purchase cost for shipping.
Or maybe have two of them, one in Europe, one in America.
Sure.
And there's just so many opportunities for merchandising this.
This is not an impossible. It's not even a difficult problem to fix.
I got a question.
Correct. It's not even a difficult problem.
I have a question with if you're in marketing, Manic, it did seem like a good chunk of the survey could be possibly relevant information for CCP, and then, like I said, like half of it was not. I'm wondering if maybe that was like a stipulation with 12 Traits where they're like, half of the survey that was specific towards EVE Online and actual gaming and all that kind of stuff, that CCP actually wants that data. But then I wonder if 12 Traits is like, yeah, but we have things that we got to sell marketing information for too. Right. So we get to put these questions on the survey that have nothing to do with your game.
Exactly. Thank you for articulating it much better than I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did I just say the same thing you did?
No, that's exactly what I meant. I said it in a really roundabout way, and you boiled it down to my key point.
Nice.
But yeah. So CCP and 12 Traits, they obviously have a financial partnership. CCP they're connected. CCP has integrated their service into the launcher of their video game. So there's some financial incentive and exchange going on here.
Be interesting to know who reached out to who.
And
did they come to him?
What I'm saying is
go to them? Yeah.
both companies are run by smart business people, right? they're not going to enter into this kind of agreement unless they get something out of it.
Sure.
Financially.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
So both companies are feeling this way. So CCP is getting something, 12 Traits is getting something. And it would not, I'm not saying this is happening, but it would not surprise me at all if 12 Traits is selling this information to third parties
although
for targeted marketing campaigns.
I don't think that they get your particular like email information like that. I think CCP
it's just the data. Yeah.
CCP is keeping all that. So all they're getting is your answers.
No, they get your IP. They track you because you can only take the survey once on one IP address. So they know who you are.
That doesn't mean they're giving it to the next group, though.
Drayden,
you're right. 12.
You're screwed, man. You fell for it.
No. Well, I'm glad I didn't joke around it. I'm glad I didn't joke around and put like what Grindr, Tinder, and eHarmony in the. And then because then they'd be like, oh man, Grindr, Tinder, and eHarmony. This guy like. Let's send him ads for Christian Mingle. Let's send him like fucking
farmers only.
Farmers only.
Because you're up in Idaho.
Women Out West. I don't even know that's a real one, but I'm sure it is.
I'm going to register that domain as soon as we're done here. WomenOutWest.com.
That could be a thing, man. You might be able to make a lot of money off that.
It really could. Oh my god.
That's
Anyway,
I just gave that one out for free.
Holy shit, that was great. No, I'll cut you in, man.
Hell yeah. I demand at least 1%.
Well, that's even easier.
Of the taxes generated.
See? Chat's going to register it now. WomenOutWest.com.
Oh, no.
People are racing to do it.
Going south.
Going south.
Anyway,
yeah,
so Eve, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, so maybe we shouldn't waste too much time.
Yeah. So
we should waste some time though.
But yeah, so I didn't mention before, but so you don't actually go to a specific site if you want to do the survey. It's right on the launcher. You log in with a certain account, and then on your character selection screen, there's a thing at the bottom where you can do the survey if you want to. I did it. Just because I'm sure I don't, because it's not like they're going to be. I hope they're not going to be emailing me or anything like that. I'm hoping that the IP is just them getting an idea of like this person in this area has this preference. So, but honestly, it was more like I'm sure that some of the info is going to benefit CCP. So why?
So okay, hold on. This was you had to go through the launch screen to get to this, right?
Yeah, you launch the game. You go to the launcher, and then you log in, and then on your character selection screen, there's a button in the bottom right.
So, like Manic was saying a little bit ago, now I get it. They are absolutely in bed together because they didn't.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Now, I didn't understand what you meant by they were in the game.
Yeah,
but I do remember doing it that way. Yeah. I do drugs.
Any website of note these days is tracking your every move on the internet. They know where you come from. They know.
See, I put a hood up. They don't know.
Yeah. See, that's. I'm not too worried about because I know that everywhere I go with my phone, Google knows, and how I know it knows is that it sent me emails before, like Google Maps and Google itself is like, hey, do you want a list of like all the places you've been in the last month? I'm like.
You're being tracked.
Not really. I know where I've been.
If you are on the grid in 2021, you are being tracked.
Yeah.
But I got that message that said
it's a fact of
especially
life
with these new vaccines going out.
You want to know where you've been?
All those chips.
No, I don't want to cry.
Dude, I'm getting my second chip on Wednesday.
I'm getting mine on Tuesday.
Dude, that full 5G is gonna be so good.
Excited. Yeah, man, I can't wait.
Imagine the bandwidth wherever you go.
So if you get the Johnson & Johnson, you're just fucked?
Actually, no, they've paused that. Did you hear?
No, I hadn't heard that.
They paused the Johnson & Johnson one because
it didn't work?
No, because there's been some people having blood clots with it. Now
having butt plugs
blood clots. It sounds bad, but there's been six cases of blood. Well, this is me hearing from others, so I haven't confirmed. But from what I heard, there's been like 6 or so cases of blood clots out of like millions of people that have taken the vaccine. So that's pretty minuscule. But because it's a new vaccine, it's a new development, and this is something they know is directed or coming from the vaccine, they paused the distribution of the Johnson & Johnson one, and they want to look into it more. So
Well, at least they're not growing like an arm.
Yeah, because they're like, it seems minor right now, and I don't think any of those people that got blood clots died. So
you can tell we're all already pretty tipsy because we went from EVE Online to marketing to COVID to blood clots. Like that's such a weird.
No, it's weird because he mentioned JJ. And this is literally something I found out like 2 days ago and was talking about it. So
it's good.
Yeah.
They
didn't cancel it or ban the vaccine, but they just paused it until they can figure out, is it serious, is it a big thing, or do they need to? So,
6 cases out of 6.6 million.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that a big worry. I
wouldn't consider that a significant risk at all.
Was it weird that they gave me my shot in my butt?
No. So what was weird about mine? So I took mine in the arm, like most people. I requested the butt. They denied.
They didn't give me a choice. They just said,
they just pointed like, go ahead and sit down in the chair, and man just goes and like just like face plants, like face down, ass up into the chair. Like
after the shot, the doctor leaned over and he kissed me on the back of the neck and he said, "Thank you." And I said, "You're welcome."
That's normal.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I wasn't sure.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Happened to you guys.
Well, the dentist, we never had the doctor do it.
The dentist did? Okay. Yeah. So maybe it's just a thing that doctors do.
Yeah. If you have an MD, they do that.
They kiss you on the back of the neck and they say thank you after whatever procedure.
Urologist stick their thumb up your ass.
So that's what I was gonna say. My next what do they call it? What do they call it?
Vaccine?
Checkup?
It's so my brother was diagnosed with bowel cancer, and so now I have to get checked every 5
or GI upper GI
colonoscopy.
Yeah, colonoscopy. Thank you.
Damn. Yeah, upper GI is for something else.
So every 5 years now, I get to go in for a colonoscopy because my brother had cancer. So yeah,
that's nice of him. What a great gift he gave you.
I know. Like I'm so thankful. Honestly, the stuff that they give you to put you to sleep is fantastic. I wish they sold that stuff commercially.
You probably weren't asleep, you know that, right?
They
would just give you Versed, so you don't remember being awake.
They just gave me roofies.
Versed, yeah, so you don't remember being awake.
So I don't remember.
That's what Versed does. It
like
makes you forget.
Being put to sleep, they call it milk because it's a white substance.
Sometimes you take the dirt right
out. And God, it knocks you out so fast, and the sleep is so peaceful. It's a great sleep. Guys, everybody, go get a colonoscopy. You will not regret it.
Well, you can get pretty much any surgery. They'll give you propofol.
It's like, you'll never have so much fun in your life.
No things up your butt.
Never have more fun than getting a colonoscopy. Let me tell you.
Way to sell it, man. Dude.
Your uteroscopy is worse.
Can we add colonoscopies to the manscaped.com
to our
list of
to our
list of show sponsors
or non-sponsors that we shill for because we love their products?
No, they don't really knock you out. So Ackroth, he actually thinks he was knocked out, but he wasn't. They gave him Versed, so he did not remember it.
They don't remember.
They don't knock you out.
Remember
You're usually awake
any
for
of my
colonoscopy. Yeah. No, you won't remember any of it, but you're awake.
Yeah, exactly. It's the stuff that Michael Jackson got addicted to, and I can see why. I can see why. Honestly, that is a good sleep when it knocks you out. But speaking of shilling and sponsors, Drayden, you were not kidding about the smell of this Manscaped ball deodorant. Yeah, it's like a legit. I've been using it on my neck.
It's called Manscaped ball deodorant.
It's called Reviver. Crop Reviver.
That's
refreshing
just a spray.
ball toner.
It does not say ball toner, does it really?
It says ball toner.
Because I was looking, I was like, what the hell is a ball toner?
Is that the same stuff that comes from that your other?
So there's ball toner, which is the cologne spray, but then
shaving cream or something, right?
No, there's shaving cream.
There's ball deodorant, which is like a lotion.
They smell the same. All their stuff smells the same.
It smells the same.
I got
but
the foot duster too, just in case.
Did you deliberately put that on? Is that how that works?
I did.
A lot of it, no.
I just put
small bottle.
It's like lotion.
Just a dab.
It's like lotion. You just gotta rub it around.
Your balls, see,
just a little dab is all you need.
They tell you to rub it around. They also say do not get it near the tip.
Yeah, don't get it near the tip. Don't put lotion in.
If it gets in there, it's gonna stink.
Don't go near the tip.
Gets in there, it's gonna stink. Probably.
Lotion in your urethra.
Yeah,
and that's a sequence of words I never thought I'd.
You're not first, Rain. You're like 40th.
Yeah, Rain. You're like 40th. Get the fuck out of here.
Loser.
So. Another thing I wanted to shill for on Manscaped. So there's the nose trimmer, which is they
That's
call
what
that
you
I
guys
the
are
got
weed
that
talking
whacker.
about.
too. Yeah, I got
They
that.
call
It's
that the
actually
weed
works.
whacker.
And then
It's
the
good.
commercial,
And then
it falls down from the sky, it lands
And
and
then
has
they
two balls
have
next to
the
it.
trimmer for your balls, and they call that the lawnmower
3.0.
3.0. So they now have this new product called the excavator. So if you have so much hair that it looks like you're wearing a diaper when you put your pants on, you want the manscapedexcavator.com. Why the fuck aren't you guys laughing? This is funny as fuck.
No, I'm just cheerfully listening.
You guys are sitting
Why
there
are
like
you
I'm,
making fun of
like
shit?
I'm
I
pitching
ordered
an
one.
actual product, you
Well,
fuckers.
you're doing the read, dude.
This
Didn't
is
you get the paper?
I'm
I
reading
think
the
it's
script.
brilliant. It's a brilliant fucking product.
We're supposed.
Yeah,
Didn't you read the thing? We're not supposed to make it sound
the
like
Manscaped
we got paid for
excavator.
this. No.
If you have a veritable forest in your pants, you want the Manscaped excavator.
Wait,
So
whoa. What's the
so, like,
excavator? That sounds like digging. I don't like the sound of that.
That's
You got to get
that's
in there
just it,
sometimes and dig
Drayden.
in there.
You
Yeah,
gotta
you
get
gotta
in there.
sometimes.
So
What are we-
there's the weed whacker for your nose,
Yeah.
and there's a lawnmower for
Thank
your
God it's not a
junk.
fucking weed whacker.
But
for your
if
junk,
if
though.
you
That
have
would suck.
Why
if
did-
you have if you have the kind of hair that the lawnmower is just not going to cut it, you need the excavator.
Why do they call it that? Why do they call it the rototiller?
I
That's for
should
your
have
butthole.
I should have consulted you before I thought of this joke, Drayden. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
God damn
the
it.
Manscaped rototiller. Fine. I
So
thought
these don't fucking
excavator
exist? I'm
excavator.
looking them up online.
No,
here.
you
I
were
want this fucking
convincing. I thought it was a
product.
real
You're so
product.
good at this. I want-
Get
I
the
want this
fuck
product.
out of here! You did not think
Yes,
this was
I
a real
did,
product,
'cause
you
it
fucker.
wasn't.
I did
Fuck
too.
you.
Yes,
Fuck
I was
you,
looking it
Drayden.
up.
God,
I
guys,
wasn't
I'm
I was
trying.
looking it up.
This is what I get for trying to be funny. Everybody thinks I'm serious.
I was
Why does
looking it up.
everybody think I'm serious
You're-
when
I
I'm
thought I found
clearly
a
making
commercial
a
for it.
fucking joke?
Your
This
deadpan
drives
is
me
too
up the
strong,
wall.
dude. Your deadpan
This
is
is
over the top.
I get fucking comments on my YouTube video where people think I'm serious. I'm like, did you watch the fucking video, man? It's clearly a joke. Fuck. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Well, yeah, you're right. 'Cause the diaper comment probably should have given it away, right?
But seriously,
So, Drake,
buy,
you and I are both
buy
retarded. So, and I'm sorry to use that
manscaped.com.
word,
Their
but
products
we're both
are
dumb.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And the ball deodorant and the ball toner smell great.
Wait, you said
So
it's
that
ball
part's
deodorant.
real.
You said butt
anything you say
deodorant?
now. I
Ball
can't believe anything
deodorant.
you say.
Oh.
Ball
I thought
deodorant.
you said
Not
butt
real.
deodorant. I was like,
I don't know.
Not real.
If you want.
Fucking killing
I
me.
mean, there's no reason you could not rub
I mean,
this
you could
on your ass.
Yeah, you could give a little bit of a spritz.
Yeah, why not?
Give us a demonstration.
Okay, so this is the ball toner. This is the spray, and it is like
It's
like
cologne.
cologne
It's got- I wanna
and,
see you
and
do
like
it.
leather. Like it's kind of a manly.
I need a
scent.
demonstration
Oh, look
of how
at
it
it. Just
works.
go. Yeah, it was.
I would.
Drop the
This
pants.
is
Put
great.
it on.
I'm not
no,
gonna
they,
drop my pants on camera.
You have
yeah,
to.
No, you
I
can't.
can't.
No, you can't.
Don't blur it out.
I'm not going.
I
to.
don't have a
We'll just
blur
go
ready.
And it'll blur it out. It'll work.
But no, it was funny because the other day I said it in the Discord, but it was I got home and I was at work and I was getting all sweaty and stuff, so I took a shower and all that, and it's just like habit now. I just put the deodorant stuff.
Right
I put the ball deodorant on after a shower,
right on your head.
and then I went down for dinner. And I was eating dinner with the two roommates, and
Did
they're
they
like,
comment on how good you
well,
smell?
no, there's like, what's that smell? And I was like,
You smell like great balls.
and they're like, did you put on cologne? I was like, no, it's probably just my deodorant. And I left it at that because that's not a lie. It's not a lie.
you told the truth.
It's the truth. It's not the deodorant they were thinking.
You smell like fucking the best balls I've ever smelled.
Drayden, your balls
God.
smell great.
I mean, I was not saying you smell like balls.
I didn't
but
want
you
to
guys
tell them
smell
because
like
then
balls. It
they'd
smells
know
good.
every time they smell that.
Have you smelled Drayden's balls? Thank God, he's got some new cologne. It's fantastic.
The fucking dogs run straight to him, put their noses right in his crotch.
They
They
smell
fucking love that
toned.
smell
That's
too.
right. It's a
Ooh.
toned smell, smooth as eggs.
Smooth as eggs.
Smooth.
Were we talking about Eve?
huevos.
I could swear we were talking about Eve.
Yeah, we'll get back to Eve. Let's
there's a lot
swing
of
it
stuff
back.
to talk
Let's
about.
reel it in.
I'm all for talking about fucking smooth balls.
So
and shit, 'cause
okay,
that's funny.
there's the
We
creepy
back there.
intrusive survey thing. What else we got?
Is that what we were talking
So the
about?
next one, we got new and updated landmarks in the game that are
Oh
going in.
yeah.
So,
So
I mean, it's
so pretty stuff to see.
yeah. You got to think like a lot of these I
So
haven't
some of
actually
these
gone.
things, it sounds like they were already here. They just, I never
Some
heard
of them are
some
new.
of the
I think,
elements.
but also I
We're playing
Some
this
of
game
them
for
are
fucking 12, 11 years.
old. Some of them
think Old
have
Man
not,
Stargate is old.
but some of these things they're talked about in the lore, but they've never been visible in the world.
Okay, now I feel much better.
So
yeah, myself, I've never fucking seen this thing in 10 years.
Some of these things nobody literally has ever seen before.
Let me see if I can.
Okay, good. I was a little worried.
Let me move this down.
Happy Friday, Miss LB.
Hey, Miss LB.
Mrs. LB, excuse me.
Yeah.
You
so
are
let
married.
me.
I forgot.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, we're gonna get that sponsorship, Akaroth. Talking about the Manscaped excavator. They can't wait to give us a sponsorship.
I don't blame them. They should.
What are you doing, Drayden?
Who?
I'm just getting this website so we can see some of the pictures. So these are some of the new.
Oh, okay.
So you get this is just the article that CCP put out. Some of these I've never seen. Okay. I haven't really gone landmark hunting, but it is a thing, like doing pilgrimage. I really should go to the Katia Say one, the Fallen Capsuleers one. There's the AT one. I know about a lot of those. There's the one I've seen before. Like there's the one in Jita.
The new ones.
There's the one in Jita and stuff where they had the.
Of all the new ones, the one that truly is deserving of being a memorial. I mean, there's probably all of them are, but the person who went to all the systems in Eve,
Katia Say.
That's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, that's Katia Say. That one's really cool because it's such a cool, like, it's a full-on statue.
That's actually
it's like when I saw the videos and stuff with that, it literally reminded me of like when you watch Lord of the Rings and they're going down the river and you see like the big statues of the kings pointing or like holding the book, and one's got the sword and it's like the gatekeepers of the whatever. I forget, like the Falls of Rhoros, I think it's called, or something like that. Yeah, I'm a nerd.
Fucking nerd.
Fucking nerd.
Give me your lunch money.
But it's literally it's just one of those statues. Like when you come across it, like if you go there, it's fucking cool.
It's really fucking.
And it was really cool that very soon after Katia Say did that, we had him on the show back in the day, and then I got to meet him in Vegas, and honestly, he's like one of the nicest fucking dudes.
Is he still the only person who's ever done
it? Like,
yeah, I think he's
meeting him in Vegas. Like
he was really cool, and he actually
he's a super cool dude.
Yeah, he was a really fun person to party with and talk to. He's really chill and stuff too.
I thought it was so funny. He asked to take a selfie with me. He's like, "Can I take a photo with you?" And I'm like, "Dude, you want to take a photo with me? I want to take a photo with you, dude.
Yeah, right?
Like, do you know who you are?"
Somebody very, very, very unique in the game. And it always will be.
Well, yeah. I mean, God, it took him 10 years. 10 years.
So when you talked to him, I guess I missed that episode. Like, how many every time he played Eve? How many would he get? What was his goal? Do you know? Do you remember?
I don't know if he had a goal, like to like. Are you talking about like to travel to a certain number of systems?
Well, no, hold
on. Yeah, per login.
Just to make it a little bit more impressive, it's not just that he went to every system. He went to every system in the same ship and never died in that
without
ship.
dying.
Without dying.
He was in the same ship.
It was an interceptor, I think. So
it
has some evasion, but like he was in an interceptor, and that very same specific ship went to every single system in Eve and never died.
I can barely make it through,
including all the wormholes, including every wormhole system and everything.
The accomplishment of traveling to every system, K-space and W-space, is impressive enough.
Wait, was it a Tengu? Okay, it was a Tengu. I knew it was the same ship. I assumed it was a
dying.
Okay, so I think it was a.
So
it was probably a Cloaky Nullified Tengu is my guess. That would make it easier because you could like scan and probe with the Tengu instead of having to probe things beforehand and then go there in an interceptor. But yeah, okay, so it was a Tengu.
And they both could be
but still, like just the fact that
Cloaky Nullified way before an interceptor could be.
To travel to every system is impressive enough, but to do so without dying, that amplifies it like 100-fold.
In a ship,
in a game like Eve, yeah, that's super fucking impressive.
In a Tango, people are going to try to get you.
If anybody deserves a monument, it's Katia Say.
Yeah, it was. It's
not to take anything away from the other people's monuments. I'm not trying to do that.
I
don't mean to take.
It was kind of cool because it was the Vegas a couple years. It was the 2018 or 2019 Vegas. 18. I think it was. It was
the last one.
19 was the last one.
Oh,
no,
you know what?
There hasn't been.
It wasn't even the Vegas that I saw him first. I did see him in Vegas in 2019, but it was the Eve North in Toronto 2019 during the Eve World Tour. That was the first time I saw him.
We've only missed one Eve Vegas.
I haven't
It
missed
feels like
one.
5, but
Yeah,
it's
no,
only
it's just
one?
been
Okay.
we missed 2020.
Yeah, we missed
It feels like we missed,
2020.
6 years in a
I've
row
been
or
to
something.
all of them since. What was the first year that CCP actually stepped in and started doing stuff? Once it was. That was 2015. 2015
no,
or 16?
I think it was 2013.
13, yeah.
2013, I think, is when it became an official CCP
I
sanctioned
believe that is
event.
correct, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been to every Vegas since then.
Because 2015 was my first one. And it was 2 years after
But,
CCP
Yeah,
took over.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
2015 was my
remember
first too.
in
God, it
Eve,
was so fun.
in Eve
was
North,
a
it
lot of
was
fun.
like everyone was super hyped about the Katia because he had. I think that was his first Eve meet ever. So everyone was super hyped to get to meet him and like actually like know what he looked like and talk to him and like because everyone was getting selfies with him. I saw it all the time. So.
Yeah,
It's too bad
yeah,
that they
it was
could have
great.
taken all the people who the new monuments are kind of based on and or group, and you like had some kind of, I don't know, picture or something with CCP. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, hopefully
Because they're all
LB gets
based
one
on
soon.
people, right, and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I think LB's next in line for a monument.
he's got a monument in my room.
Yeah.
In your closet, surrounded by candles,
Yeah,
I
he's
can
got
call- I
a
can call
shrine
my-
in the
candles and chicken feet.
But so some of these like I don't know a lot of these Court of Elements. So this is one I don't know. It's in
And
Syndicate.
Read about it. It sounds really cool.
I know
too.
I've,
Yeah,
I've
it's
read
a
about
big
all of these in
nebula
the lore,
cloud.
but to finally see them in game is pretty
So
cool.
Now
you
this
couldn't-
one-
before you could not see
Okay.
this in Syndicate. It just
No,
it was always been part of it in the
Yeah.
lore, but not there. Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
how the fuck did I miss that?
This
I've
one
been in
looks
Syndicate
fucking
before.
bad. I want to go see the Pool of Radiance. This is something that's pretty crazy.
That's Dungeons and Dragons, so I don't think that's counts.
Look at that deep purple.
yeah, that's
Purple is a color that we don't see enough.
This is
of
Sanchez.
in-
Yeah, especially me. I'm colorblind. I can't see that color.
and
You,
then
see,
we got
you can't? Oh my god, dude!
this
you're
one-
missing
The
It's,
out.
really, really
Beautiful.
bright purple I can, but light purple I cannot.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh my
Trace
God.
Cosmos.
Trace
This
Cosmos.
is,
God.
so I think these are all new. So I think that's why they have pictures because these are like the new ones.
Trace Cosmos is definitely new.
That
Like,
yeah, that's
I've never seen
I like
that.
and I like the little history of
Oh,
it,
and so this
kinda
this
fun.
is something that I was like super excited about because they're talking about they're saying that making the fields were formed by a massive collision between two vast galaxies, and now oh wait no that's not this one. There was one that was they're saying it might have been a collision of two black holes. Oh, that's
Court-
this that's
Court
the
of
first
Elements.
one.
That's Pool of Radiance.
Okay, yeah. So they're saying that they believe it's the result of two black holes colliding, which I don't think would cause this, but
You don't know. It could create space magic, and you don't know. That.
but it does create some crazy gravity waves and stuff when that happens.
No one is exactly sure how space magic is created,
We
but
don't
it's
know.
clearly created.
We do the physics of New Eden are unknown to us.
That's true.
'Cause
I mean,
it's
they
not
have
space,
jump
yeah.
gates. Those don't. We don't know how that
Right.
would work, but then you got some
think
stuff
they're
like Old
jump
Man Stars, like there's a video for it, but like yeah, there's the
yeah.
Old Man Star. There's the Old Man Star gate or whatever. That one's still there. I think that was an older one that they just revamped and everything. So.
Right.
Old Man Star used to. I remember about
I
that
want to
is
say
tanking the
Oh,
gate.
Caroline
guns.
Star. I remember
Caroline
when Caroline
comes
Star
through.
was all first coming out, and like no one noticed it, but then someone pointed it out, and then CCP released that
they
yes,
named it
this is.
after
And
her.
then,
Yeah.
oh, is
Was
that?
it- I think it was
Caroline.
Carolyn. I think her Twitter name. I'm not remembering this 100% because I'm tipsy. I think it was Carolyn Grace on Twitter,
Okay.
which I don't think I've seen her post in quite a while. So she may have moved on from the community. But I'm pretty sure it was Carolyn Grace who like first tweeted out. She noticed that this star in this direction, always at the same point in the sky, it was like increasing brightness every day, and then it exploded and it turned into Old Man Star. Sorry, Caroline Star. Yeah, it's this explosion out in Jove space, and the player that first noticed it and documented it, her name was Carolyn.
Okay.
So yeah, CCP named it after her, and
Yeah,
I
I
remember.
never know.
and it was a subtle thing. I remember.
There's no fucking
I remember CCP Falcon in an interview when this is when the Caroline Star phenomenon had like just happened. It was fairly recent, so like the whole community was like really abuzz about what Caroline Star actually
and
was.
it was subtle too because it started off small and then they
Right.
CCP just slowly increased it slowly and they
And it was just over the course of days. Like this was a slow burn.
I think it was longer. I think it was like almost like a week or two before,
probably
and then it started. And then once it was noticed, and everyone started watching it, and people could see. But CCP were having this thing happen, and they were just sitting on their hands, just saying, "We'll wait till someone notices."
Tell anybody about it.
Yeah, cool. I like those kind of releases sometimes.
But Falcon, I think he said like the plan for it was to always name it after, like CCP had planned to name it after the player who discovered it. Like they wanted to like honor the player who was like paying attention.
That's very cool.
But CCP Falcon, I remember in this interview, I think it was an interview or a dev blog or something, but he's like, I was so glad that the player who discovered it didn't have the name of like Sexy Sephiroth 42069 or something, and they would have to name the star
as
after
a member
that
of Gang
player.
Bang
Like,
team, yeah.
Thank God that the player that discovered it had this really kind of like nice, pleasant sounding name.
Yeah. Or the not the best name, but I think one of the best avatars in conjunction with their name. There's someone in the game named Diarrhea Face. And if you look at their if you look at their avatar, it's like
man-face missile tits.
Yep, accurate.
Like there is an Eve player named Man-face Missile Tits, and
I've seen that one.
Discover the star. we'd be talking about Man-face Missile Tits star.
But you'd probably just call it like new Man Star or something like that.
MFMT's star.
Yeah. But so I mean, it's and there's a video to watch on that. I'll throw the link up for the.
So are you going to play the video? I just wanted to say one thing regarding all of this visual update.
It's kind of a longer video, but
it's like a couple of minutes or so. But I just want to say, I want to make a request, a humble request to the CCP art team. Can you guys drop the ball every once in a while? Because you're making the rest of the teams look really bad in comparison. I don't think, and I'm joking, I'm speaking facetiously, please laugh. Like CCP hires world-class artists for this game. World class. I can't think of, I haven't followed MMOs for quite a while, but I can't think of any MMO that looks this good 18 years after launch, right? Like, Rain says they drop the ball every time they don't update the Imicus. Bless, Rain. Bless up. Shit. Yeah, update that Imicus. Anyway, no, seriously, the art team does fucking amazing work. I can't think of anything that the Eve art team has done where I've been kind of like, meh, indifferent about it. It's always, holy shit, this is beautiful. Somebody else talk because I need to breathe.
I was gonna say, also going on these landmarks. Tomorrow CCP is doing a stream with it.
Are they gonna go to all of them?
Yeah, so this is I can get the website up here.
What time is that stream? Do you know?
So it's tomorrow at 1600 UTC. So I think I'm -7 now. So that's gonna be what 9? I think 9 Pacific. So
AM.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
So it'll be 11 a.m. for me.
So it should be.
I'm gonna be on
it should be 12. It should be noon Eastern. I think 9 Pacific. If I did my math correctly. If I didn't, whoops.
I'll be awake then.
But it'll be on CCP TV. It'll be on their Twitch channel.
By noon, I'll be fucking hammered. So
yeah, so they're gonna be doing a thing tomorrow. They're gonna be kind of touring stuff, and they're gonna be having Fozzie started off, and then Merker, CCP Blue Screen, and then Swift is gonna be there on the end. So that should be cool.
Who's Swift?
Some new guy. I don't know.
Some chump that they
hired.
Yeah.
Chump.
Someone just
the art team.
Someone just sucking up for a paycheck.
He's not part of the art team. That's right. So he's gonna be shit. Only our team kicks ass.
But
at least we wish you the best of luck in your new.
I think
your new
role.
Great
Great job.
They'll
honestly,
he's still like in his initiation for like a couple weeks, but
I'm thinking of like the next Fan Fest or the next Vegas or wherever, getting Bam and Elise up on stage together to talk Eve. So like that'll be fucking cool.
PL supremacy, former PL supremacy.
That's why they suck now. They're all in fucking CCP.
Oh.
Because Fozzie was PL back in the day. I don't know. He was in CSP for for quite a while when I started playing, so I don't know his PL role, but
I don't either.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to like players,
I think he's gotten an unfair shake when it comes to like people attacking him. But then again, it's kind of warranted.
The thing with Fozzie is that he's not like a community developer. He's like an actual game designer, game developer. Like he's on
a coder.
Team. He's a coder. Like him and Rise are probably like the two prominent ones when people think of like when changes are happening and things are actually getting coded into the game. There's obviously way more than those two, but those are the two most probably well-known, prominent people that do it. And so, and I think a lot of
announcements of them. So I mean,
I think a lot of it is like they're the ones that go on the forums and post the announcements. They're the ones that talk about them. They're the ones that come out in public and discuss them on stream. And so like people associate those two with game changes, even though they're just part of whole teams that are doing the stuff. So, so if it's a change that people like, then they get credit for it. If it's a change that people hate, they get slammed for it. So I think that there's a lot of criticism, positive and negative, that goes to those two, that it's you got to kind of spread that on the whole team. And also it's like they might be doing a development thing that is not necessarily always their call. I'm assuming that I've never worked in a coding company, but I'm assuming there's things where people above them say, we want you to work on this, and then they implement it.
When it comes to taking the shit that the EVE community is known to have slung in the past,
Fozzie's gotten his fair share.
They've both gotten their share, but they both can take it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it takes a very specific type of person to not only help develop the game, but be able to talk to the community and be kind of that human shield for the rest of the team that's behind you. Fozzie and Rise are perfect for that job.
I think Rise is a little better than Fozzie. I think he got to him at the end there. He kind of got short with people. I don't blame him.
Rise did?
No, Fozzie. He was blamed for a lot of things that I really had nothing to do with.
I don't think anyone's caused much flack as Grayscale did back in the day during Fatigue. Like when Fatigue came out, I don't think anyone's
Fatigue.
I don't think anyone's been shit on so hard as Grayscale did when Fatigue came out.
Alive.
Even though it was again, he was one man among a team, but everyone threw the entire blame of Jump Fatigue on Grayscale's shoulders
until he was gone. Now it seems to be Fozzie's problem.
Yeah, although they've reeled back, since it first came out. When it first came out, Jump Fatigue was ridiculous. I know that the criticism was very harsh, but honestly, the initial rollout of Fatigue was horrible. But
it was bad.
It's been scaled back. I think right now Fatigue is in a spot that's fine and healthy. Like
I think it is too.
It's a weird mechanic to me.
It's a weird mechanic, but at the same time, it does have an effect, but it's not so oppressive now that you can't do it.
I understand why it exists. I absolutely understand why Fatigue exists, but
because of Pandemic Legion.
It's because,
it is because of them.
It's not. No, it's not specifically because of Pandemic.
They were
it's because
they were the best.
Obviously, the mechanic exists because it was way too easy to travel the entire map in such a short period of time.
Yeah, you could
That's
literally
get
exactly.
That is why the mechanic exists.
You could get from Declan to Ketch in about
whoever
30
is to
minutes,
blame for that
which is a bit silly as well.
Up for debate.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's up for debate at all.
The mechanic itself, the idea of jump fatigue, like conceptually, sounds really weird to me. It feels like this Band-Aid fix. Like they knew that this problem. They knew that the problem was there, but they didn't know how to fix it. And so, Grayscale came up. It feels like a back of a napkin kind of idea, where you're not really thinking of it at the extent of it at the time and whether or not it makes sense. You're just kind of scribbling notes down. That's what it feels like. I don't know.
Think it would have been much cooler had you developed the fatigue and then you could jump somewhere you're not supposed to go, not jump at all.
If it was like almost a coin toss, if there was like risk in taking a jump bridge,
instead of just not being able to do it, actually be risk to the fatigue. Like, oh shit, you jumped the wrong direction, same number of light years or something. And you end up with your fleet spread everywhere. Misjump.
Can you imagine? Oh
Well,
my God.
people would respect it a lot more.
Holy shit.
You would definitely
no,
wait
I
for your
think
shit
people,
to cool
I think
down.
people, you want to talk about
I would
pissing
push
off
the
the
shit out of it. It'd be
community?
fun.
You want to talk about pissing off the community? That would
Everyone's got
universally piss people
Everyone's
off.
got 70% fatigue buildup. They try to jump, and half of them do, half of them don't.
That and
Or
so like
quarter of
I'm
them
talking
do,
about
quarter of them
like
go somewhere
on
else.
top of fatigue. So you've jumped so much, your fatigue is so high that you have
can't
to wait
jump
a
out.
really
Yeah.
long time. You can't jump, but you jump to the wrong place.
Or
so
you
not only
jump too far away, you can't
not
even
only
jump back.
do you have to wait to jump, but you're light years away from where you were intended to. Oh God,
That'd be fantastic.
Oh God, oh the salt. Oh my
it'd
God,
be
the
beautiful.
salt.
It'd be so. And you know what? I would actually build my fatigue up just to see what would happen.
That's Rain said it would be hilarious. I was thinking like if CCP wanted to pull a massive April Fool's joke on people, yeah. Next year, CCP, you heard it here first. April 1st, April Fool's 2022. Quietly implement a mechanic that taking a jump bridge has the potential to take you to an absolutely wrong location. Ooh. And it only goes for 24 hours, just on April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Imagine if they actually
people
just implemented that, though.
Their minds.
People, well, I don't think they could. People would be so pissed. But dude, have it do
makes
like
more sense. So if you have fatigue, you make mistakes. You don't just not do it. You make mistakes if you try to push.
What if they did like a percentage, like an RMG or RNG type thing, and the percentage of the RNG it's like a pass and fail, and based
Widow Capsule Wheel gets too tired to jump again.
Yeah, like it's like make it an RNG, and then based on how much fatigue you have, the failure rate of RNG goes higher, and if you fail, then it literally it takes every single jump bridge in the game and randomizes which one you come out of.
It'd be fucking fantastic.
Hell yeah!
It would be hilarious.
It'd be kind of like those fucking those fibers that just bounce you anywhere.
People off so
much. So here's the thing.
God.
The mechanic exists in the game.
The second you did that, everyone would be having gate camps on their own.
So they
jump
already
bridges.
can do it.
Everyone would just camp their own jump bridges.
I don't think it would be difficult to implement, like at a technical level.
And the thing with the jump bridge is you don't get stealth.
They already have a mechanic that does this.
You don't get stealth when you come out of a jump bridge, do you?
No, you do have yes, you do have.
You have the invulnerability. Okay,
you've got your invulnerability timer. Every time you change session, you get an invulnerability timer.
60 second, yeah, until you move or yeah.
Holy shit! I love this idea.
But you get the invulnerability. Do you get the stealth? Do you get like the gate cloak?
And you're not in range of anywhere else. You're fucking stuck there forever.
I think the invulnerability and the cloak. That's like
I've just never paid attention. I go through jump bridges. And it's so safe. The second I come out, I just instantly warp off to the next.
It's always there. Yeah. Holy shit!
I hope they adopt that.
Okay, this is a great idea.
I like it.
CCP, if you're listening, who do we got in the chat? CCP, Darwin's usually in here. Darwin.
No, I haven't seen him in a couple weeks. He was here like 3 weeks ago, I think.
Damn it.
Swift has been showing up the last couple weeks though. He usually shows up later in the show if he does. But
oh my God, it's only 9 o'clock. Oh my God.
We got a whole other hour.
I'm in trouble.
Dude, I bet there's still sunshine out.
What else we got to talk about? What else is on the show?
We got plenty of stuff actually.
You know what? I'll tell you something.
CSM 16.
Here's how the fucking war in nullsec affects an actual person. Right. Mm-hmm. This is how it affected me. I was just happened to be checking my asset list, and I saw the little lightning bolt next to one of the stations I got shit in. Like, oh, that sucks. So low power. Oh no, what do I got in there? Oh, only 100 billion ISK worth of shit. Not ships, just shit, junk.
Just junk like modules and stuff.
ISK worth of shit.
How do you even have that much shit?
Astronauts. Yeah. I've got a jump clone there, but it's in low power. I can't jump to it. So I fucking
what system is that?
Wait until it gets destroyed or powered up again. I fly my ass
out there. It's 100 billion ISK. I ain't paying a fucking penalty for that.
Oh, because you got to pay the tax to get it out of asset safety.
So I fly my ass out there, 29 jumps or whatever it is to get this fucking place. Not only is it low power, no fucking core, and it's got 18 hours before.
So you just have to wait for it to die.
Hold on.
No, I moved.
Hey Dom, what system is this in?
It's already. I moved 87 billion ISK worth of shit from one station to another in a crane That's all I had last night.
Oh my God.
I didn't get it all. There's still like 20 some billion in that fucking thing. I sent that to asset safety because it's got no core. The shit would pop out and people would get it, right? But I got, no, I think it was 69 billion I got moved over of the 100. It was like, fuck it. It took all night back and forth. And the worst part about it was like 1,100,000 kilometers away. So you're like right next to each other, just tick, 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 back and forth in a fucking crane, 6,000 M3 at a time.
People want to know what system it's in.
Oh, so I can tell you now, it's a Ned.
Ned.
Because the shit's already out of it. But I saw that no fucking core. I'm like, oh my God, I got a billion disk in there. I'll lose it all because it'll pop out in space. It doesn't go to asset safety.
It's just pixels.
Can't you just send it to asset safety, or do you have to? Does it have to be powered to do that?
It has to have power to do that, to do it automatically.
To do it automatically, but I mean, can't you manually send things?
Do it automatically. If it's low power with a core, it will still go to asset safety.
Right, automatically. But
no core,
can't you manually asset safety things?
Yes, and that's what I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
you can manually send things to asset safety.
Yeah, everything. You can't choose and pick. It's everything in that location.
Oh, it's all.
But you have to pay the asset safety fee.
And then if you switch it to a fucking location within like in the system in that system to another structure you own, then the penalty or the tax or whatever is way less. It's like less than 1% versus like 15% or something like that. Yeah.
I didn't know you could manually move stuff into asset safety. Huh.
A lot of people don't because they're like, "What's the point?"
I figured it out like literally with just a few hours to go on that fucking station. It was
lot of
like 2 a.m. last night.
A lot of people don't manually do it because they're like, "What's the point if it'll automatically do it?" But now that they have the, the abandoned system setting.
Oh, isn't that what happens if there's no cores abandoned? Oh, if it's different. I'm sorry. Akaroth is correct. I'm mistaken. I did a lot of work last night for no fucking reason.
Should get Akaroth on the show.
Oh,
he actually knows what he's talking about.
You're thinking abandoned.
No core to fucking abandoned. I spent 3 hours doing this last night, and I didn't need to.
Yeah, because abandoned is the no core is it'll be looted.
Yeah, I believe Aeronaut. I'm not sure the exact percentage.
Abandoned will asset safety.
Right?
Yeah, abandoned will asset safety, but I think it just you don't. If it's abandoned,
I know that now.
I don't think you have a reinforced. I think you just kill it if it's abandoned.
Yeah. If you move it yourself, I'm not sure exactly. I think it's 0.6%. That's the number that's popping in my head. But I could have dreamed it because I didn't know fucking about abandoned and fucking no core. So
fuck yeah, I had it wrong. I had it backwards.
And is it 15% if they move it, or 10? It's a lot. I know it's a lot.
No core is less services. That's right.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm dumb. I know.
Yeah, I actually was gonna bring Akaroth on. Well, I didn't see it until like literally 3 or 4 minutes ago. He was asking to come on before the show. Probably should have him on there.
It has to be low power for a certain
on his
next week. Akaroth.
I did tell him we'll get Akaroth on next week.
You can get him on right now.
Yeah, once you get the show rolling, I usually have a Discord minimized, so I don't see it very often. And I have all the sounds for Discord turned off, because I'm sure people would fucking hate it if every 10 seconds on the show they heard like a boom, boom. I hate
me.
notification sounds.
You're doing the right thing, Dre. Yeah, bless you.
I'm doing Jesus' work.
Doing the Lord's work.
I feel like we're getting screwed over here.
What else is going on?
My room is
so we got.
Right
you weren't here last week, but we were talking about the new first-person shooter.
Oh yeah,
that
Dust
CCP
4.0.
Dust 4.0, right? I feel like I went on a little bit of a rant last week, but I don't think we really covered everything about it that could have been said.
So, there was this article. They hired a new lead producer, I believe.
They call him a production director or something. So he's gonna be the director of the project for the
EVE Online maker CCP has appointed Adrian Blunt as director of its London studio. He will apparently be leading development on the company's currently unannounced first-person shooter project, previously known as Project Nova.
Previously known as Legion, previously known as Dust.
Yeah. Prior to landing the studio director role at CCP London, Blunt was VP of development at Splash Damage, having joined the firm back in 2018 as VP of operations. So, yeah. So when I saw this, I had never, I don't really follow games companies a lot, so I didn't recognize the name Splash Damage. But doing some research on the games that they've put out, they're not games so I've played Batman Arkham Origins. They did that and I really enjoyed that, but the other ones I don't have any experience with. But on Arkham Origins alone, oh boy. Drayden, take over for me, bro.
See, I don't know, Eric, are you looking at the shows all the games he made, but so, he did work on a Wolfenstein.
Enemy Territory.
Yeah,
Enemy Territory, Quake Wars. All the ones
I saw Quake Wars and the Wolfenstein one. I always call it Wolfenstein. Is that wrong?
Yes.
Wolfenstein.
Frankenstein.
I don't know anybody that says Wolfenstein.
Steiner.
Really? It's Frankenstein. And that's clearly been established.
I've always called it Frankenstein.
I've literally never heard anybody say Frankenstein in my
life.
You've
never seen Young Frankenstein?
Well, no,
I've heard Harvey Weinstein.
You've never seen the movie Young Frankenstein.
I've never seen the movie Frankenstein.
See, this is the point I would play the rain gag sound.
You need to watch it then.
The rain gag sound. Anytime Weinstein's name comes up.
I'll post the GIF.
There's the GIF. I need the sounds.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
There's a GIF of Rain doing a puke take.
I'll get it, Rain. I have the video recorded. I'll just get the sound.
So, Rain, I kept a big handful of the hair I'm going to bring to the next meetup for you.
You just hand it to her.
He's like, here's my lock of hair. keep it safe.
Not even a lock. Not even a lock. He just shoves it into a sandwich bag.
It is a bunch of loose hair in a sandwich bag. That's exactly what it is.
It'd be like some Lord of the Rings scene where like Dom is coming in. He's like, keep it secret, keep it safe, and just shoves hair into her face. She's like, she starts puking.
Rain will sell her bathwater. Dom will sell his hair.
We can sell our ball deodorant.
Oh my god!
We can sell the deodorant.
Yeah, we'll sell ball deodorant.
Yeah, we'll sell that.
You got to squeeze the balls really hard to get the deodorant out.
Oh god, please don't.
They do make butt butter, right? That's a thing. So ball deodorant.
What?
That exists.
Wait, whoa.
What? No.
It exists.
Dom,
I'm telling you.
Wait, stop.
We have to take this tangent for a second. We'll get back to the FPS.
Let's get back to.
Well, no, I want to hear about the butt. Actually, I don't want to hear about the butt butter. I kind of don't.
We don't need to hear.
I thought I did,
Dom's
and I decided I don't. So we'll go back to Dom wants to talk about.
You need to know. It's a thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, today 20% off sponsorship on Open Comms. Dom's butt butter.
Well, it ain't my butt butter.
Yeah, sure.
You don't want my
so
butt
you
butter,
say.
trust me. My butt
You
butter's
fucking
gross.
liar.
Yeah, you do. Everybody wants it.
Okay, back to this FPS.
There you go.
Yeah, so he's done work on
fucking dying.
I saw a thing where it was mentioning the companies he worked for. EA, I know everyone's gonna be like, ugh, but he's worked with EA, Ubisoft, Square Enix. Those are some pretty big companies. So
the point being, he's worked for some companies that have put out some pretty good games.
Not as cool as butt butter, but pretty cool games.
Nothing will ever be as good as butt butter.
I'm telling you right now.
We all know that. But yeah, I'm kind of like seeing what this guy has worked on and what he's the teams that he's led and what he's been in charge of. This sounds promising, like legitimately. I know I've made the joke before with this new shooter, fourth time's a charm.
We'll see.
That's the joke that I've made ever since this was announced after the closing of Project Legion. Like fourth time's a charm, ha. But no, this sounds
the thing is,
good.
like, we never got to see Legion really, but we saw Nova, we saw Dust. They're two pretty different things as far as gameplay. So I mean, it sounds like they're taking. I mean, they're still using the Unreal 4 engine, which is a solid engine for FPSs.
Now, somebody was bitching about why aren't they using the Real Engine 5? I know it hasn't. it comes out soon, but I'm sure it's been out for developers. It's like fuck off.
Four is probably fine,
everything?
But
people complain about everything. It's ridiculous.
But we'll have to. It's honestly like anytime they're redesigning it from the ground, not from the ground. I mean, they're
I don't want them to do that.
It's not going to be the same game as Nova. It's not going to be Nova. It's not going to be Dust. So we kind of have to wait and see. I mean, I don't want to sit there and judge a game that doesn't even have like an alpha or a pre-alpha to look at. So
will it be genre defining?
That yeah, we talked about that last week. The use of the term genre defining is risky. It's so risky.
To use the term genre defining when we have not seen so much as concept art. They're already setting expectations way too high.
Yeah. That's it's invisible.
And I was using the example of look at Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is not a horrible game.
It's not.
But compared to what people thought it was going to be, they were disappointed. And that disappointment led to horrible reviews.
It's not even what people thought it was going to be. It is not the game that CD Projekt Red was pitching.
Right.
It is not the game. It is not the game that was marketed to us. So it's not even people's perception of the game was wrong.
Which one?
The final output
Cyberpunk
was wrong. So, but the whole. Sorry.
See, fortunately for me,
what are we getting
on? I didn't buy into
so I was saying,
any of the fucking the cyber. I didn't listen to any of the Cyberpunk stuff. I never watched a single video about it.
I watched some ads. I watched some trailers, and I
was very pleased. So I had no perception.
I was excited for this game. I was excited for Cyberpunk. I wasn't following like every piece of information because I've been there before and I've been burned before. So I wasn't like, I wasn't fanboying over the game. I was excited for it and I was looking forward to it. And whenever it came out, it would come out and I'd play it, right? And that happened. And so like, even though I still was able to enjoy my time in the game, but I also accept and recognize that it was not the game we were sold.
And I was fortunate that I had literally no conceptions of what the game was even supposed to be like.
I'm looking
until it came
forward,
out, and I looked at it like, well, that looks like fun.
I'm looking forward to playing it again in 2 years when it's finished.
I've only played like an hour or two of it, honestly. And most of that was still in like the very beginning, like pre-tutorial, because I went the non-standard route. Everyone wanted to be like Road Warrior or the Outlaw or whatever.
Be knocking Road Warrior.
I was the street kid.
Yeah, you went the street kid. I went with the corporate. Like the corporate.
The thing is,
one, because I figured that would be kind of cool to be like you're in the top.
That choice is meaningless. And that's the whole problem.
It really only matters in the first hour.
But all the choices are meaningless.
It only changes like the first half hour of the game.
Yeah, it's just your pre-story of how you got to where the game officially really starts.
And then after that, the game is pretty much the same for everybody, no matter what path you choose.
I didn't play very far. I'm assuming like the guy you talked to that is like who's a really cool like Samoan-ish guy?
Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah. So like, I'm assuming it doesn't matter what starting point you.
Drayden. I think he's Hispanic.
I think he's Hispanic.
Fuck. He was just a big dude.
You racist.
Oh my god! Did I just like?
He is racist, isn't he?
Do they all look the same to you, Drayden?
I didn't mean to like stereotype.
I just
don't
they?
They all look the same.
Fucking god damn it!
We're joking. We are joking. Don't
we're canceled, boys. We're canceled.
Do not report us to Twitch.
We'll see you in a year when we get our repeal app. No,
we are so fucked.
Yeah. So Jackie, is, I'm assuming like it doesn't matter what starting
so much forever making partner.
Yeah, whatever career starting path you go with, I'm assuming you always end up going with the mission on Jackie. Yeah, and then that starts. So,
yep.
Yeah. So, but I still went with the corporate.
Everything after the death of Jackie is
I'm doing a shot
the same
Jackie.
For everybody. Shots to Jackie.
You blew it
Jackie
for everybody.
is really.
You don't spoil it.
Belty. No.
People
spoilers, man.
Jackie.
I only played an hour of the game.
It's fine. Everybody,
fine.
Dude, they showed his death in one of the pre-release trailers. It's they spoiled
well,
their
I
own
didn't
game.
see
it's
that,
fine.
but I'll allow it.
But
it's ruined for Drayden. No.
God damn, I was gonna say something
about Jackie.
Talking about Jackie.
Samoan.
Jackie is such a cool character. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, I like Jackie.
So
he was hella cool.
Like I felt things at his death. I was like, fuck. And his fucking funeral. There's a funeral scene in the game.
Yeah,
it's really well done. It was like, God, it was this cool slow little moment.
I like that thing, that the idea of Lighthead. Like, we should have a counter in the bottom, like very, very subtle, just a counter saying it's been this many days since our last ban. Like, and we could just reset it whenever we say something stupid. Whenever we say something stupid that we don't actually get banned for, but
we just reset the counter.
Yeah. But yeah, so Cyberpunk, I'm sure it's a great game, but it's not like you said, it's different than what they marketed, but with the whole genre defining. So the thing is, there's a lot of genre defining games that you can consider genre defining. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare.
Here's the thing. None of them marketed themselves as genre defining.
They became
that's not up to you, the developer of the game, whether something is genre defining or not. It's independent of your work, but that's not entirely true. It's independent of what the marketing says.
We'll do a shot.
Sorry,
I just did one. Sorry.
Again, we're getting heavy.
Oh
again.
Shit! We'll do a shot for Skyhawk. He's got surgery on Monday.
Oh, dude.
Oh shit! What? Oh, okay.
He can't partake this weekend per doctor's orders. So, all right,
man.
Shots for Skyhawk.
Shots for Skyhawk.
Shots for Skyhawk.
Good luck on the surgery. But yeah, so. But again, there's tons. They haven't marketed themselves as genre defining, but there are a lot. That was one thing.
And the urodoscopy.
So it's funny because last week after the show. Last week after the show, LB came into the main cast channel in Discord, and he's like, threw out a whole giant bullet list of his takes from the show, because he's like, I can't be there, but let me let you guys know what I was thinking while I watched it, because he does watch the show every week. And one of the things he was saying is like, there's been lots of genre defining games, and there's so many, even in the same field. Like if you look at battle royales, you have H1Z1, you have PUBG, you have Fortnite. It's like there's a bunch of them that are really popular. Apex Legends. Now I don't know if any of those would be genre defining. PUBG I would say is the most genre defining because it kind of made the battle royale FPS as I mean H1Z1 was there,
but PUBG
was like the thing that made it explode.
The primary influence of all battle royale games that came
H1Z1 or PUBG kind of built on H1Z1 but perfected it to a level that became massively popular. H1Z1 was really popular too, and then you have Fortnite that took it another step further with their fucking dances and the cartoon crafting of ladders and stuff. I don't know. And then you have Apex Legends, which was really popular. Then it fell off, but now it's kind of coming back, not as much. But I don't know if Apex Legends would be genre defining though, because it's a successful battle royale, but
Rain's mansplaining us.
It's
in the
another.
Chat. Why don't you come on here, Rain?
She probably should.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know PUBG was inspired by DayZ, and probably not the DayZ standalone. It was probably on the DayZ Arma 2 mod. DayZ was the original.
DayZ was one of the 3 fucking games I listed on
the point being
the survey.
You can't point to any one game.
Okay, we got Rain.
Or can you? Can you point to one game and say this was genre defining? Because what you guys are saying right now is
Halo redefined the first
Halo
shooter.
Counter-Strike is genre defining.
But what you get again?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare, just Call of
Duty. But it's all building off of the stuff that came before it, right?
Right, but they were building off. They kind of made this iconic. Like when you think of you think of Counter-Strike. Now it doesn't have to be like there's been multiple renditions. There's like Global Offensive, there's Counter-Strike Go, and there's Counter-Strike Source, and like 1.5 but 1.5 before 1.6. That was back before Steam was even like a game selling platform. Steam didn't even exist in 1.5, but Counter-Strike was like a genre defining match-based first-person shooter. Like Counter-Strike, when you thought of that type of game, Counter-Strike was your mindset.
What do you mean by genre defining, I guess?
It defines the genre.
So genre, first-person shooter is a broad genre. That's like saying rock.
It's a very broad genre.
It's like saying rock, but then you have hard rock, rock, metal.
There's multiple genres within
Yeah.
FPS.
Yeah. So
yeah, but I mean, I think Halo redefined FPS because when Halo came out, there had been other FPS before it, but after Halo, many games had to adopt what Halo was doing in order to succeed.
Lots of them did. And the thing is, like, you have a lot of copycats, but like usually when you have a bunch of these copycat games, they're all copycatting a single one. That single one that everyone's copying, that's the genre defining, because everyone's
Right.
like, this is a play style of first-person shooter, and everyone starts copying it. So it defined the genre of that game style, that gameplay.
Well, like Doom defined the genre for a while,
so
but then it was
genre
taken over
was
by
Unreal
Quake,
Tournament.
you know,
Unreal Tournament was one.
Unreal
Unreal
Tournament.
yeah.
That was
But
my big thing.
It changed over the course of the years. It was first
But
defined by Doom, then Quake.
That's what I'm
Unreal
saying.
Tournament, yeah.
Like it's not it doesn't genre defining doesn't necessarily mean that it's the first to do what it does.
It is something that has such an impact that when you think of that genre, you think of that game in there.
It's something that has done multiple things. Like it's brought all of the pieces together from stuff that came before it, right? It's combined all of these mechanics and these ideas into a single product that really resonates with people. Even if the ideas and the mechanics aren't necessarily brand new. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. And so that's what I'm saying is like when they're saying genre defining, they're not necessarily
Rain?
Well, I'll send her one. I'll send her a link here in a second. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're making a new type of game that no one's ever seen before, but they're basically claiming that it's going to be a game that when you think of whether it be first-person shooters in general or this style, whatever style of first-person shooter it's going to be, when you think of that style, that's going to be a game that that comes to your mind.
And that's the thing. Like we know nothing about the game.
Well, actually, I do. It's actually going to be a psychic game. They're going to use telepathy and shoot the shit straight in your brain.
Didn't I hear something that it's not even an FPS anymore? It's going to be a third-person shooter.
No, that was an announcement last year. Later last year, like it was after.
So I heard it's gonna be a multi-dimensional.
I think it was December, November, December. I think they mentioned they were thinking about a third-person shooter thing, but now that this new announcement for this one, they're calling it an FPS, so that's first-person shooter.
Okay.
So I think they've changed their mind and are going with the first-person shooter, which I like better. I know that
it's gonna be a puzzle game.
Never been a fan of third-person shooters. Like you have Dead Space, I just don't like that over-the-shoulder when you're doing shooters.
I like to be able to switch back and forth.
Everybody look at Rain's new apartment.
Oh yeah, you got your new place. How is it?
Yeah, can you tell him I'm packing and shit?
Yeah, it seems like you've done a lot.
You don't even have you don't have your Eve swag hanging on the wall.
You've been in it for a week already.
Yeah, I've been busy working.
Oh, I don't believe that for a second.
People in their
I'm
jobs.
at kitchen setup.
She got a new apartment,
Are you happy?
a new
It's
job.
a nice place.
Like Rain's moving
like
up in
it.
the world.
Good.
No, dude, now all I need is like a new car.
She's a successful business.
Just tell people you're Dutch and you're fine. You're good.
Yeah, you need a new
God,
car.
no.
Rain, you want to get a Toyota Camry hybrid.
I was gonna get a Tesla.
Yeah, I was just gonna say get a
recommended.
Tesla.
If you can afford it, if you can
I'd get
afford
a
a
Harley.
Tesla, get
Oh,
it.
wait. Okay, hear me
Teslas
out.
are
So,
expensive.
Monster truck.
Even like
my
a
town's
model.
tiny as fuck, and where I live, I can bike everywhere. Now, for anyone who knows me, I'm not very athletic by any stretch of the imagination. So I was like, what if I just invest in an electric bike, and then I can be like that drunk
Those
driver,
things
but I'm on a
move.
bike. Yeah, but then I
Oh,
can
they
drink,
don't.
and then I bike on the sidewalk. So
That's
technically,
still
So do you want to do that
it's
tomorrow?
illegal, but
It's-
I
You-
won't
you wanna do it
hurt
tomorrow?
You
anyone.
can still technically get a DUI on a bike.
There's an organized ride. I'm
You-
doing it in the morning.
The point
Starts at 10
is,
o'clock.
it's
It's a bar to bar in Des Moines. You wanna come
far
with me?
less likely that she will kill somebody.
You should
Yeah.
get
No,
like
there'll be
Because
like,
I'm
there'll
not
be
gonna
like 40,
drink and
50
drive,
of us.
but I'm also not
Oh,
gonna
we
walk
do.
it.
get one of those
Well, I carry
hoverboards.
booze
You can just
on my
like
bike with
lean.
me.
You can lean your way to work.
You?
Is it
Yeah.
illegal? Is it illegal to bike drunk where
Yes.
you are?
Yeah,
It
Depends-
counts
depends on
as
the
a
state.
vehicle. It counts
Really?
as a vehicle.
It-
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't
States
think
that
that's
have
illegal
DWIs,
here.
Yeah, no,
States
it's
that have DWIs. It is not illegal to bicycle and drink.
so.
If states that
well,
have
it depends on the
OWIs,
it depends
they
on the
can
state,
give
I think,
you-
because where I live,
That's what I
You'd
just said.
probably get like
Depends
a
on the state.
public intoxication citation.
correct.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Technically, on the books here, you can get a DUI on a bike.
In Iowa, I
But
believe
you'll
you can
never
too, so-
actually get one of those. No
Yeah.
cop is ever going to give you a DUI.
I mean, if
They're
I'm
not
out
even
on the
to stop
roads and
you.
I'm just on the
It's
sidewalk
it's
and I'm
probably
we're
not
all
being
the same as a
belligerent.
jaywalking.
It's
We're all
literally
over
one
the
of those. If you're
place.
riding your bike and if you're drunk but you're riding your bike, the cop will honestly, if they have to stop you, that means you're probably being belligerent or swerving or falling over or something like that. But
You're
Or
more of a
three-
danger
or
to
3 in the
yourself
No
than
cop
anyone
is-
else.
in the
If
middle
Yeah.
of the fucking
So I
country,
figure I
you know,
bike.
no one, yeah, they might pull you over.
Yeah. So I figure if I bike, instead of, like, because there's no Uber, there's no taxis, I'd have to like text my mom and be like, Mom, come pick me up from the bar. So drive me like 3 blocks or whatever. It's like 10 blocks or whatnot. But I figure I do that. And then I just bike home drunk. and then cops probably be chill.
They are.
Yeah,
I do all
generally
the time.
up here. Like,
seriously, Rain, tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, there's a bar-to-bar bike ride we're doing.
In Des Moines?
Yeah, it's only like maybe 20 miles at most.
That's a long bike.
I'm not doing that. No.
So
We'll be drinking tons. Just tons.
No.
Just-
No.
Yeah.
My mom's
But-
busy. She can't DD me.
But yeah, the
I gotta drive out there. We just ride around until we sober up. Then we're good.
But yeah, so no one's you'll never get
No.
a ticket that
That's
way.
it.
So
It's too much
most
fun. You gotta
cops
do it.
are just gonna, they don't even care if they know that you've been drinking but you're riding your bike, and if you're not being disruptive, they're gonna be like, cool, good job that you're not driving a car. So they're gonna be like,
get home.
They would honestly encourage that to be,
Get
even though it's
home and go to
technically
sleep.
illegal. But if you're riding a bike and you are so drunk that you're like swerving all over the place, and they're worried you might go into the street or whatever, they'll probably stop you and they'll just give you a ticket for
Yeah.
like
That's
drunk
when
and disorderly or
You're
something
more
like
a
that.
danger to yourself than
Yeah,
anybody
they aren't going
else.
to give you a DUI. They're going to give you like a drunken disorderly or something like that. That is, or they might not even give you a ticket. They might just be like, yo, stash your bike up somewhere and they'll give you a ride home. They're like, thank you for at least attempting to not drive, but let me give you a ride home and you can come back and get your bike tomorrow.
You
like
get
that's
a gold
probably
star
what
for
I
effort.
mean. That's probably what a cop
Okay.
here would do. They'd be like,
So
all right.
fashion, I'm thinking fashion-wise, right? Like, so safety, I have to wear a helmet while riding a bike, right? Like, I can't just like be that idiot.
Correct.
But should I get a motorcycle helmet so I look cooler
No,
and like
you would look
mysterious?
really
Just
dumb.
get a bike helmet.
But
You
I
would look
won't.
really, if you had a motorcycle helmet,
If
on
you
a
had a
bicycle,
motorcycle
you'd look
helmet
like an
on a
idiot.
bike, yeah, you would look pretty silly.
What if I like made it pink and gave it like cat ears?
Yeah, what if you had
could do
like
it to your bike helmet
what if she had
and not look
RGB lights and stuff
then
on
it's a
it?
fetish helmet.
Yeah, RGB lights and
What do like a marshmallow helmet?
yeah, or a
Like the
marshmallow.
fucking-
Yeah,
or
get like
Dead Mouse?
get like a Daft Punk helmet.
Yeah, I should do that.
With the
Hell yeah.
LED lights.
Yeah.
It says rain scrolling across in LEDs.
Yeah.
People will definitely make fun of me. But
I've
at
got
the
LED
same
lights
time...
on my bicycle, so
Okay. Well, I'll go with a normal helmet then.
yeah,
hate
definitely.
normal
Yeah,
helmets.
motorcycle helmets are not light.
Yeah, but then like bugs won't fly in my face.
They're not light.
You don't have to worry
Your
about
neck
bugs
would
in
be
your face when you're on a
killing
bicycle.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, I eat
Dude,
them all the
you
You
time.
get June
absolutely,
bugs?
dude. Have you ever driven?
June
Have you ever
bugs.
ridden a bike through a cloud of gnats? That shit's
Like,
disgusting. Rain's puking again.
No,
like that's like I tried doing walks once and I had like June bugs in my fucking hair. Like I ain't doing
Fuck
why
that.
do you have June bugs?
They're nasty. They're just like outside and just
They're
stupid.
everywhere.
Get rid of them.
How?
Glass, Iowa, and then move back.
Glass Iowa from orbit.
We're not the only place that has June bugs.
No, we have.
Breathe
I
through
see
your
like
nose. Don't
maybe
breathe through your
one a year.
That's so gross.
We have.
So there's proof that you can be riding all over the road and not get a ticket. I just linked it.
Zachariah, we got lots of bugs. They suck. We don't have horrible bugs, but
We got
we got a lot of.
bugs. Our bugs
We
are
don't have like
assholes.
black flies. I went to fucking
Bugs in the Midwest are fucking
like,
monsters.
black flies up in Michigan. I was on a vacation in Michigan one time and fuck those things.
don't
No,
like
up
them
here,
either.
like the worst we get is like clouds and gnats that just won't go away, and like sometimes if it's in the right time of year and it's like warm enough outside in the evening, usually it's like late summer, like July or August. And if you walk through some weeds or some grass or something like that, and then you just have this cloud of gnats that just swarm your head, doesn't matter how fast you move or what you do, you can't open your mouth. If you open your mouth and say like one word, you're gonna be eating bugs. Like that's horrible. But
Can
Don't,
I
I don't eat them. You can spit them out. You don't have
can I
to eat them.
shill for another product?
Shut the fuck
What-
up,
what are you-
Dominark. That's such a stupid
What did he say?
He's like, you don't have to eat them. You can spit them out.
Well, I mean, duh.
I've never spit in my life, Dom.
Spitters for
You don't have
quitters.
to spit 'em out.
Swallow for life.
I want to shill for this. For
All right,
this
yeah,
company.
that's a good segue. Go ahead and
Let's get the
I
fuck
gotta
off
be
of this
right there.
topic. So I found these pre-mixed cocktails at my local liquor store. This is jalapeno pineapple margarita. This is fucking good. This is like spicy and sour, and it's the bomb.
Sour
So I
spicy?
encourage let's see, made with triple distilled Plata tequila, triple sec, and natural flavors. That's so gross. No, it's really good. So, tequila, triple sec, pineapple, and jalapeno. Highly recommended from ya boy Manic Velocity. Rain, you gotta hang up the creepy snake thing over your closet like at the last apartment.
She can't hear you.
She can hear me. She has her headphones on.
Wait, she got wireless?
She got wireless. She was listening to us talk to her pizza guy a couple weeks ago. We were telling her what was it? We were telling him shit. Now I can't remember. It was a while ago. Fuck it. Don't laugh at me, Rain. God,
Yeah,
I hate
don't
it when
worry,
you
I'll
fucking laugh at me.
I'll get the stupid snake thing. My
Get
family
the snake thing up over your closet.
My family was like, "Why the fuck are we carrying this around?" As they carried it back home for me or whatever.
It's an important. That's Eve memorabilia. Everybody knows the snake, the dried out dead snake corpse that Rain hangs over her closet like a creeper.
Is it a real snake?
It's a branch thing.
It's a branch. Her mom gave it to her or something. Didn't your mom give it to you?
Branch snake?
Yeah, so like if you ever
It looks
like,
like
hey
a Harry
guys,
Potter wand.
yeah, I have to go decorate my apartment, and then my mom and my aunt and my grandma show up, and we spend
like,
like
"Here,
7
take this-
hours in
take
Hobby
this
Lobby
dead
or
wood."
whatever. And they're like, "This would be so cute above your closet." I'm like, "What is that?" And they're like, "I don't know." And then they like, I had to go. So no joke, I had to stand there with the hammer and rip nails out of the fucking wall after I took it down, by the way. And so it was just,
For this piece of dead wood.
yeah.
That's
and then
Iowa decor.
My dad
That's
was like,
Iowa chic.
my dad was like, "We can't put this in the U-Haul. It has to go in the front." So he rode with it in the cab with him, so it wouldn't fucking break in the back. It was just like the stupid fucking stick thing. Like, I hate
so
decorating.
awesome that your family did that for you.
I hate decorating so much. That's why it's all empty.
I could totally see it though. It's basically like a reverse of your old room. Like the wall behind your, I'm guessing that's your left shoulder right there. Like all of your Eve stuff would go up over there. Yeah, yeah.
So my the black cubby things is right here, so you guys can't see it.
Right, with your salt lamp and whatnot.
Yeah, and so I kind of want to switch it for there, because then like I could angle my camera to be like, "Oh, look at that."
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You kind of did the whole like
Gotta
like
have the salt lamp.
Right.
Yeah.
Over this way, over here. Maybe back.
Barely any muscle, dude.
I got no muscle, man.
You got beautiful bones, though. Beautiful bones.
My skin is transparent.
Rain's got some sick ass biceps.
Hell yeah.
From lifting all those stupid ass boxes, dude.
Sure.
Drayden, take us to the gun show.
Dude. You ever seen a Super Soaker 50?
Jesus.
Neither have I. There's still 2 more Eve topics.
Let's get to them. Hey,
so we got 25 minutes. We got 25 minutes. At least till after show. So
there were changes to the Mac. Fuck the Mac.
Yeah. So we got the native Mac client.
Mac users that play this game.
I was hoping, Manic, you being all tech head and all.
We were giving you mad fucking props.
Yeah,
earlier.
I was like, Manic knows all the tech. Manic could like
just you knew it.
He could program the world
about fucking everything
if he wanted to. Like
what the fuck are you guys talking about? No, I'm confused. Why do you have this much faith in me?
Yeah, I was like,
we
dude.
talked about it for a good half hour, did we not?
Yeah.
About what?
How great you are at everything.
Yeah.
And we actually got pissed off.
So we decided, You're scaring me.
It was 30 minutes before you showed up, Manic. We showed up, and I was like, hey, Dom, do you know much about Mac OS? He's like, hell no, I don't. But you know who does? I was like, who's that? He's like, Manic. I was like, oh, yeah, that guy could program to Earth.
I have
That's
not
what we said.
used.
He knows
I
everything.
have not used a Mac
Talented,
in like 12 years.
Beautiful. He's artistic. He knows
But you've
everything about
used
Mac.
one.
Stop.
I mean,
You've used
we
one.
were jealous, actually.
I have used a couple of Macs years ago.
Dude, if you used Mac OS 2, you like how different could 15 be?
I don't know jack shit about the Eve Mac client. No. Why?
You're
Why
letting
are
us down, man.
thinking I should? What?
Because
This
you
is your
know
own
things.
fault.
You
This
know
is your
things.
own fucking
We should
fault.
have
You
got
put your
Rick's Javix on here because he was.
We should get
talking
Rick's
about
on
it.
here. Rix is the only person who cares about the Mac client.
Drayden, I'm still confident in what we decided earlier.
Yeah,
I'm still confident in it. He's just playing us right
Dom
now.
told me they called you Macintosh Velocity back in your day.
Fuck
Like,
off.
I mean, like, come on. You got to know how they work.
That's pretty good. All right. Hold on. Wait, do I have? Nope. Hold on.
I don't think you.
Nope. Wait. Do I have a? Do I have? Nope. No. Where's
that might have been it.
Where's the good sound effects?
That one? Oh.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you. We haven't used any soundboards tonight.
I used one.
It was
You used
a
a
pathetic
pufferfish.
attempt.
It was the pufferfish, and it was
You
very
did do
recent.
the
Dude,
pufferfish.
I'm
I didn't
so
hear it.
I always have some soundboard sounds. Dude, I'm no LB. Like
LB's got it down.
like
doesn't he?
honestly, like the show is
Manic
missing
does too.
LB
Manic
so
does a
hard.
great
Like
job with that
we
shit,
we need the sounds. Like the show feels. No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like it doesn't have the ambiance that LB brought in with all those sounds.
He
think
was
he
a
did.
natural.
He was like he knows his way around the soundboard.
He pretty much anytime he touches the soundboard, it's semi-chub time.
Yeah, like anytime LB touches anything, it's chub time.
I agree.
I tried. See, it's forced when I do it. It doesn't even work.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
But we'll get LB back in
A few more months.
3 months. 2. I was hoping 2. It might be 3.
That's not bad.
I think
Miss
it's
LB told us last
I think
week
it's
that
like
we-
I think it's
remember
like
what she said.
early to mid July is when he's scheduled to be back. But
I think Cypher still plays in an Apple IIe. He is shit.
anyway, so back to the Mac thing. We're burning time. Mid to end July. Okay, Mrs. LB she gave us the dates.
I knew she told us last week too, but I'm not very smart. So.
Yeah, so my main questions with this were obviously people that use Macs have been able to play Eve for a while, right? It's not like there was it mentioned in here that it's talking about the wine.
The
Wine.
wine
I don't know-
emulator.
That was the
Wine-
only thing actually.
Is it an
wine-
emulator? That's what it is?
It is an emulator. It's a Windows emulator.
Windows emulator, yeah. It's the most popular Windows emulator.
Wow.
I'm drinking wine too.
Well, you got to get rid of it. They're getting rid of it. Throw that wine
Well,
right out
fuck.
the fucking window. You're doing it wrong.
Hold on.
Wine's
I got
gone.
I got a breaking news sound effect. How did I
Man,
know that?
imagine buying a Mac and then trying to make it look like Windows. Why not just get a PC?
Because Macs are far superior, but we got to run all the Windows stuff.
I mean, I don't want to turn this into the PCs versus Mac guys, but
One of the greatest commercial
you do.
fucking
Yeah, you do.
groups of all time.
But I
is
feel
fucking
like there's a lot of
commercial
games that just don't support Mac. It is nice that finally CCP is like getting into a native Mac clients there. It's
Yeah.
I'm surprised that
Well,
I mean
only
it's
taken
good.
17
It's better
years,
late
so
than
not a
never,
bad
but it's
deal.
like
a Mac is not built for gaming. Like the architecture of Apple hardware, it's not built for gaming the way PC hardware is.
I always wonder that because
No, it's more built
it
for, like,
has
settling
processing
down,
power,
yeah.
has video.
Thank you.
What I've heard is that Macs are superior for like video editing and like video rendering and like that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I've heard that if you're doing that kind of work and not gaming, like they are superior. So if they have that great of graphical use, why can't that transition from gaming to use those resources like that? I mean,
Because they're
obviously,
for
I don't know
professionals,
anything
they
about
don't give a
coding. I
shit
don't
about
know anything about
fucking
operating
technical
systems.
level,
but-
there's no reason, honestly.
But it's how they do. They don't care about games. So, they don't
Oh,
like
Arian
gamers.
Rod's
We're
like, yes
dirty-
and
We're
no.
dirty people. So I mean, I get it. No one wants to be around us. I mean, fuck.
Well, hold on.
Microsoft doesn't. want
Arian
us
Rod,
either, but they're
Akaroth, do
fucking
you
stuck
guys
with
know
us.
Mac? It sounds like you guys know Mac. Like, I mean, when it comes to tech,
Who can speak to this?
I would
with
say,
any authority?
Is that
if you
Nick's
guys,
younger brother?
I mean, like, we might not be able to get you on video
Guys,
tonight
we're
because
giving
I don't
we're
have.
giving Wine and Mac more time on air than actual people in the game who play on a Mac. So
Well, true. I'm just saying, like,
we got to get Rick's Javix. By the way, speaking of Rick's Javix,
No, we
he
don't.
is running for CSM 16, which is
Awesome.
the
Well,
candidates. Wait,
real
Or-
quick before,
okay. Go ahead,
get to CSM.
Drayden.
We'll go to CSM.
What?
Let's talk about Max more.
Real fast. Real
Let's
fast.
talk about Max more.
No, I don't want to get into Max because we don't know anything, but I will tell you this because they are doing a the native Mac client playtest on Singularity. So if you do have a Mac OS, they want you to test it. They're going to be testing it from, I think it started a couple days ago, and they're going all the way till next Wednesday. And let me give you a link to the article here in a second. There will be links in there for you to go there and to where you can, it'll tell you how to log in, how to work it. They also recommend that you close all other applications because they're saying that this is obviously not a finished thing. It's a work in progress. It's going to have bugs. It's going to have crashes. It's going to have all kinds of stuff. And they're like, we don't want to be responsible for you losing unsaved work.
What kind of bugs?
So they're essentially saying,
Midwest bugs.
if you're going to be doing this on the Mac client, beta testing, close everything, save everything, close everything, and only have the Eve stuff running, because if it crashes your whole Mac, they don't want to be responsible for stuff. So I'll put a link in there. It'll give you other information. And also, a big note of contention, they say you need to have at least 4 gigabytes of RAM. So I know that's a bit spendy on the RAM side. You might.
Is there even a way to get less than 4?
You need to possibly download some more RAM.
Need 4 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, so you might have to download some more RAM.
That is
but get your RAM in place.
I got 500 meg. That
Also,
should be
they require a
life.
dual core CPU with 2 gigahertz of speed. So,
Rain, how much RAM do
Tough.
you have?
I think I have
honestly?
like 32.
What are you, some kind of
Kilobits?
Were you
millionaire?
a monster?
Why do you need that much RAM?
It's like
Tell me
$2
right now.
on Amazon.
Rain, oh my, hey, can I
500
have some
meg's
money?
all you need.
Well, I've run. I have,
Moneybags
like,
Rain can
100
afford
tabs on
32 gigs of RAM.
I have
Holy
100
shit.
tabs on Google Chrome, and I need RAM to run it.
Why do
I
you
have
need
32
32?
gigs.
Why do you
I
need
have
32
100
tabs?
tabs on Google Chrome, and it uses
Why?
all my RAM.
no, I
Why?
have 32
Why?
There's a
gigs.
lot of
Why?
tabs I want to read at some
I have
point.
32
Why do
gigs.
you need to watch that much porn?
Because
That's so much
it's not
more.
porn.
Rain.
porn,
Good.
it's memes.
Oh,
And then
sure.
when I'm talking to someone, I have to tag
Dude,
the meme in.
Dude,
I've
Rain,
seen-
Rain
it's porn. I've
multi-boxes
seen
all the porn. Like she uses what was
She's
that
on
program for
porn, she's on
multi-boxing
X
Eve? Like
videos.
yeah, what was the Eve multi-boxing client?
IS Boxer?
Yeah,
IS
she uses
Boxer.
IS Boxer to have like 20
For porn.
Is Boxer for porn.
Oh my god, that should exist.
Well, that's Chrome.
does,
You just
technically.
open up another
No,
tab.
no. You get one key controls.
Why
it
do
all.
you need a whole
So you
client
It's like the one
per
ring.
porn site?
You have
Oh,
7
man.
Oh,
rings
so you do
for-
like
yeah.
porn
Oh,
games,
Rayo's got the best name for it.
man.
IS Beater.
Fuck yeah, IS beater.
IS beater.
There you go. That's it too. New programs
so
out there
good.
get that shit fucking.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So no,
Yes, it
Pioneers
does.
here.
I mean,
on
I got
on
the
open
32
We
gigs
came
of-
up with a great idea some other time too,
we,
and I don't
we
remember
come
what it
up
was.
with some fantastic ideas on
yeah,
this show.
yeah.
You mix alcohol and don't shake your head, Rain. Fuck off.
Alcohol degeneracy. And this is-
Alcohol
And the best.
and a
Drugs.
lot of people who think they're a lot smarter than they actually are. We come up with
That's
some
me.
good ideas here.
See, I
Drayden,
don't think
you
I'm
actually
smarter
are
than I am.
smart, though.
No.
Drayden is the smartest person here.
Drayden, tell everyone about your coffee thing.
No, you're talking about heavy water.
Drayden
You're talking about
mixes-
thick
Drayden
water. You want some
mixes his
thick
coffee
water?
using the golden fucking ratio.
Yeah,
That's
the
how
golden
smart he is.
ratio.
Oh yeah. So coffee. Funny thing. No, and I figured this out today, and it was on accident. So coffee.
Drayden is
I
a fucking
don't
genius,
like,
and he doesn't even know it.
I don't like the taste of coffee.
Fucking smart. He does shit. On
So I
accident.
add in so much creamer that it doesn't taste like coffee. It has the slight coffee flavor. It has so much creamer that it's like this nice, perfect mixture of deliciousness.
You like some coffee with your creamer.
Right. Although it's more coffee than creamer, but it's not quite half. So what I've found out is that coffee mug, and the funny thing is it's a coffee mug that my roommate got me that I keep at work. And it was because of the shirt your daughter made, Manic, that the Tuesdays are bullshit.
Tuesdays are bullshit. Yeah.
And he, for Christmas, he got a bunch of custom coffee mugs for his fiance, and then he also gave me one because he got an extra one, and he made a coffee mug for me that says Tuesdays are bullshit on it. I'm like, hell yeah.
Nice.
So I have that at work. It's a 14-ounce coffee cup. It's a pretty big one. And what I do at work, what I realize is that I do an 8-ounce cup of coffee because that doesn't fill it up all the way, but it fills it up just enough that I fill most of the way up with creamer. Not all the way up to the top, but most of the way. And I figured out, okay,
That's a
so
lot of creamer.
8 ounces of coffee, 6 ounces left in the cup, but I don't fill it all the way, so it's about 5 ounces of creamer. So 8 ounces of coffee to 5 ounces of creamer, that's a 1.6 ratio, and the golden ratio is 1.6 like 0.1 or 1.618 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then 0.33. So it's basically the golden ratio of coffee to creamer so it is the architecturally perfect cup of coffee.
Drayden has made the mathematically perfect cup of coffee
on accident. I've been doing it for a long time, and I just thought about it today.
That much creamer. So like I take like a splash of creamer. I like drip bloop, like a bloop of creamer. That's all I do.
You know those like quart-sized like Coffee Mate creamers?
Yeah.
Not the half gallon, the quart. The quarts.
That's way too much.
That's like 6-ish cups of coffee for me.
No, that's too much.
Yeah.
Fuck is a sweet bean water? That just sounds weird.
So
sweet bean. That sounds disgusting.
That's
what
Akron.
coffee is. Coffee is bean water.
Oh,
but it's
sweet.
Not sweet.
It's not sweet as in awesome.
Ezekiel Hero rating with 34 people. Welcome guys to the show. It's the tail end of the show, but we still got 15 minutes left, and we are going to have an after show. So if you want to stick around, you can.
To Ezekiel.
Yeah, we'll do a drink. Cheers to Ezekiel. Thanks for the raid, guys. Welcome.
Fucker.
But so the Mac.
Okay,
the Mac thing. We can move on from the Mac thing.
Talk about.
Let's move on from the Mac thing because nobody knows what we're talking
about.
Talking about we don't know what we're talking about, and only 5 people out
there.
I'll
have to follow Ezekiel Hero. But I'll get to that in a second. So Mac client done. We can get to the CSM stuff.
Finally.
So who's running?
Bunny.
Blazing Bunny is running.
Everybody should vote.
He may not show up in your ballots.
If he's not on the ballot,
write him in.
Write him
in.
Yep.
Write him in.
He has our full support.
He said he's gonna go for the I'm not attending ballot, which means that he's going for the old switcheroo of like I'm not running, but he actually is, and you guys should vote for him anyway.
He says he's not running, but he really is.
What's a CSM? What is a CSM? So
that's the Council of
Stellar Management.
It's really just a popularity contest amongst EVE players, but Ezekiel Hero, you should definitely run.
Well, so what it's supposed to be is a council of players that represent the overall player base.
It's a focus group of players who consult with CCP,
who are chosen through popularity contests,
who are elected by their fellow. I'm giving the marketing pitch. This is a focus group of players elected by their fellow players who consult with CCP regularly on future developments of the game, developments and improvements. So,
wait, LB's here, or is that Mrs. LB? That's Mrs. LB.
Hello,
Mrs. LB.
Mrs. LB.
I saw LB LeBlanc. I'm like, oh.
So the CSM, it's a group of officially on paper. It's
just collected my 7 free days.
Wait, Bam, you ran? You're on the wrong account, dude.
Bam Stroker, CCP convict, sir. No, this isn't.
Wait, Bam.
Who are we talking to? Are we talking to Bam or CCP Stroker? We can never know. I've never seen them in this.
Which one is it? I'm so confused right now.
Together.
Dude,
they could be 2 different people. Room. It's a pandemic.
Hey, Bam.
Oh, wait.
They got a social distance.
Hey, Bam. I know you gave me a bunch of Vegas, but you got any more of those EveBet tokens that I can redeem real quick? Like
EveBet tokens.
You got any more of those EveBet tokens on you there?
Which I never use.
But yeah, the CSM is essentially like it's a player council that CCP bounces ideas off of possible future coming updates to get the general like their reactions and their ideas and what those players think the general player base's ideas will be, without having the devs to, because I mean most dev companies are not going to go to the overall player base and be like, we're thinking about doing this, what do you think about it? Because they're going to get so much noise in return, right? It's going to be a bunch of trolling, it's going to be a bunch of just like, oh, it's a shit idea. They won't get any actual good feedback. So this council of players that are dedicated to actually dealing with the devs and giving honest opinions on the stuff without having to release the stuff to the player base, that's the CSM's role. And then they all sign NDAs so that they can't talk about what CCP tells them,
Yeah,
and so
they're under NDA.
it keeps it secret, but at the same time,
essentially
it's
a group of players. It's a group of players that ideally are meant to represent the entirety of the player base, so that CCP can really focus their ideas and their messaging on this smaller group of people, and get feedback on it.
And how those players are chosen, it's a whole election process. It's literally, think of like real world political election. Well, well, what do you think real world political contests are?
Yeah, but you don't vote for somebody you just like. You vote for somebody whose beliefs or opinions.
I go by breast size.
No, I would say it's closer to real world. I would say it's closer to real world elections than you would like to think, in the fact that, think of all the big groups in EVE, because the vast majority of the votes come from nullsec. And the vast majority of those people are in bigger alliances who say, here's the ballot we've put forward of the people that we think are best for us or best for our interests. And a lot of those people vote that way. And so think of it like the party system. The Republicans are like, these are the people you should vote for. And so everyone just votes for them blindly. Right. Or the Democrats, or whatever it is. Whatever party in your country. And so you have EVE, where you have the Imperium, you have PanFam, you have all these other groups that are saying, these are our candidates. I never vote for the alliance line or the party line, as I call it, because I vote
for Bunny.
No, I vote for.
Why would you do that?
I voted for Bunny number 1 last year.
Oh my God, you're gonna be so much trouble.
And the thing is, like, he was number 5 on the PanFam ballot, I think, at least the NC Dot ballot, which I was like, you put your NC Dot guy at number 5? I mean, they put Killa B number 1.
He wasn't on our list.
I put Bunny number 1, but
I voted for Bunny too.
But yeah, so the thing is, like, it comes down to a vote system, and it's a single transferable vote. I cannot explain that to you other than the very basic thing of I'm not going to get into the details of it because I don't know, but I know that it's you put a 1 through
discussion.
Yeah, okay. You basically put a ranking of your votes, and you get 1 vote, and it goes to your top vote. But if they have already won or guaranteed not to win, then it goes to the next person, and then it keeps doing that drop down until it gets to someone that your vote will count for.
The long story short is fill out all of your ballot. That's literally the simplest thing, is fill out all of your ballot.
And just rank them personally, like according to what you want to see out of the game and what these candidates represent.
That's basically what I do. And so I vote.
If there's one candidate that really represents everything that you want out of the game, put them in your number 1 slot. And then number 2, you like this guy, he doesn't really, he's not worthy of number 1, but yeah, he's good enough that he's number 2. Put him in number 2, number 3, and on down the line. Yeah. Ranked choice voting, it's fantastic. I love ranked choice voting.
I always recommend, if you don't know anyone, then I guess you can go with your group's vote. But honestly, I try and learn at least a little bit about the candidates that I can, and honestly, I just vote on. It's like, I'm going to vote the way I want to vote, and I don't care where my vote ends up landing. I vote for the people that I think are not best for my alliance or my group. I vote for the people that I think are actually best suited to help the game itself and represent the players in general to CCP better than who else. So I would strongly recommend that you vote for who you think you honestly want on that council, because you get 1 vote. You get to pick your whole list of all, what is it, 10 now or 12? I think it's 12.
I think it's 10. Or 12.
Oh, it's 10. It used to be 14, then I think they dropped it to 12 or 10.
It's 10 now.
Okay, so they dropped it to 10. So you get to pick your 10 rankings, but only your vote only goes to 1 person. So pick them in order of who you really want on there, is what I would recommend. Don't toe the party line. Don't toe your alliance's line. Vote for yourself.
Don't vote for
Down
who your
with
alliance
the man!
tells you to vote for. Vote for who you, not your alliance. Vote for who you think is best for the game.
Play that song. Like who sings that song? Listen to your heart.
And keep singing.
When it's calling for you.
When it's calling for that song. Just play that song when you're putting your.
I am super impressed.
I would.
What song is that?
I love that song.
What song is it?
Yeah, what song is it?
I don't know. It's by fucking Barney, I think.
What?
Barney?
Cascada. That's not Roxette. Oh, it's Roxette.
It is Roxette.
It is Roxette. Dude, fucking Roxette, dude.
Fuck
That's
you,
like
that's not Roxette. Oh, it is Roxette.
Yeah, it is Roxette. God damn.
Cascada has the club remix, yeah.
Didn't I forget her name. Who's this the chick singer for that? Didn't she die? I think she may have. I'm doing it. I think she did. I'm gonna do a drink for her because, dude, I didn't listen to Roxette
to this
much.
random artist we thought maybe have died.
Oh, but she was good.
I think
Like,
she's an artist.
there's a lot of good Roxette songs. A lot of people don't realize that that's who it is.
Oh, I need to learn this for karaoke.
What was the one
I would
song?
love to sing
Joyride.
this.
Listen to Roxette Joyride. That was, I liked that song when I was like 7. I loved that song.
What's the name of the song? Somebody link it.
It's called Joyride. Roxette.
It's a lot of work.
Anyway.
So
No, I'm not. No, Fragile, you're wrong. I vote sober. Honestly, I only drink on Fridays.
Why do you have a lighter, Manic?
I just keep a lighter on my
for
desk.
candles.
You smoke?
It's for candles, rain, and incense.
Smoking is
Marijuana.
gross.
For a vape?
Winners don't use
You
drugs.
don't need a lighter for a
That's
vape,
not true.
Rain.
I
You
win
just
all
need
the
a
time.
button.
And I'm
For a
fucking-
weed vape, you do.
No,
Hey.
weed vapes are buttons.
That was a
Win-
bong joke.
Winners don't do drugs, kids.
That's not true. I win
Those
all
are
the time.
percolators, not
I
vape.
won
The
twice
president
today.
says just say no.
Nope, it was not the president. It was the fucking first lady. That was a long fucking time ago. Maybe she's changed her mind by now.
Who are you talking about?
Who's the first lady?
Nancy Reagan. She came up with just saying no.
Oh.
That's
Okay,
a long
alright.
time ago.
I thought it was. I
I'm
couldn't
old.
remember if it was Reagan or Nixon. Or not Nixon, Clinton.
With that, oh shit.
know.
With that said, we're coming up time. We got to do the final shots, final
Oh my
thoughts.
God, we have 2 minutes to talk about
Now,
CSM.
We'll
Yeah, didn't we? So we
And-
can. Oh, hold
Did
on.
we talk about
I,
CSM?
we did
So
talk
I
about
was gonna say,
CSM.
anyway,
So far,
just pay attention.
Hurley acts Hurley,
yeah, the
Zenarius,
schedule.
Jurius Doctor, Maldaveus, Zenarius, White Orchid, Tiberius Incan, Ron USMC, Extra Squishy have thrown their names in the hat.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's Tiesa, TD or Clow,
Now-
Aziz. I don't know how
You're
to
just
fucking say
making
it.
up sounds.
I'm reading
now.
the fucking thing.
Sounds
I don't know.
like
You're just
sounds.
making noises
Hey.
with your mouth.
I'm not
So
able
the
to
schedule's
fucking-
up. Pay
say
attention.
anything.
Voting in June.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Rain.
So
Tedor Cloud,
I was
by
gonna
the
go over like the quick timeline. So we'll get in later shows. I mean, the CSM stuff is gonna be going on for a while, and we'll get into more details of like who's running.
And-
I'm
and
gonna
Bunny.
try and get some
Sorry,
of those
Bunny.
guys and gals on the show to talk to them about their platforms and stuff. We'll be doing that.
Is
But
Extra
the
Squishy actually running?
Yes, he's
the
on the list. Yes.
Is he allowed to run?
can he?
I don't know.
I'm gonna laugh real hard if his app gets rejected.
So
Like, nah, bro.
the timeline real
thanks.
quick is
Get
the
outta here.
20.
Thanks, but no thanks.
So 26th of
Fucking leave.
April to the 12th of May, that's the submission period. And then 26th of April to the 14th of May is the application processing. So essentially anyone that is wanting to run for CSM in about 10 days from now up until a couple weeks after that is when you need to get your submissions in. And then the 20th of May is when their CSP will announce the candidates. They'll do it on a live thing. And then 20th of May to 4th of June, that's the campaigning time. So they have a couple weeks to campaign. And then it's going to go 8th of June to 15th of June. That's the voting period. So it'll be about 1 week.
When's the
Of-
incubation period?
Well, that's always in the pupa stage. No, I'm kidding. So you have a week to vote.
It was a great joke, Drayden.
I tried. So mid-June, you're going to vote. And then 21st of June, they're going to reveal the winners. So if you are going to run for CSM, it's going to be in about a week and a half from now to start, up to a couple weeks after that. But once the campaigning goes on, basically 20th of May, so mid-May, mid-late May, that's when we're going to start seeing all the campaigns for CSM and all the people running. Although I'm sure you're going to see stuff before that because people announce that, yeah, I've already submitted my thing, but I'm running and here's my campaign platform. So you'll hear
If you
about
want
this
little
stuff.
to no exposure, you could come on our show.
Yeah.
If you
Our-
want
our show
moderate-
has,
if you
uh,
want moderate exposure for your campaign,
Hey, our
Come
show
on the
has
Open
gotten
Comb
people in
Show.
office.
We're
We've
not going to
had,
interview you.
we had
It's gonna
Brisket
be
in
rough.
office.
I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be rough. So.
We had Brisket in office. I think we had Juliana Soder. on here. He got in there. We've had.
I just listed them all.
We've had Merkel Chan. We've had people that have won come on this show. So if you want to win, come on this show.
If you want to win.
We had Jintan on for a long time when he was.
Hell yeah, Jintan.
Yeah. God,
I think
what
it's
happened?
Yintan, isn't it?
He's
Yintan?
living his life now. He's living his best
Yo,
life.
dude, he's getting thick. He's been drinking that
Seriously,
thick water from
like
Drayden.
that,
Dude,
that man
if you
is
want thick
fucking
water,
handsome.
I actually looked it up.
I'm not
You
gay,
don't
but
want to
Jintan
drink
is Jintan.
thick water.
I remember him passing out on stream one time, twice. The same
Yeah,
night.
yeah. Like,
It was just
like
weird.
shortly after he turned 21, like
Yes,
he went hard in the
yes,
fucking
he did.
paint with the booze.
Yeah.
He's in the UK. 21 doesn't matter.
So 18,
It's 19 there, I think.
19,
19's Canada, you guys.
20. What is it, Rain?
I
Tell
think
us.
it's 18, but I'm pretty
It's
sure
12,
it
I
was
think.
weed
Well,
one time.
but we don't use the metric. We don't know what age they have over there.
Oh, that's right. Metrically, it's probably
Metric.
still-
What's
Numbers
the
are
metric
entirely
age of
different
drinking?
in the UK?
I mean, like, what's the?
They have a different number system.
Their value is
Hey,
just a
yeah.
little bit more.
Drayden, tell us about thick water. Can we drink it to get thick?
Thick water.
Okay, so you can. Okay, so I actually looked this up. I was joking when I called it thick because we were talking
Of
about.
course you did.
I sure did. I definitely looked up if you can actually drink heavy water. Because everyone keeps ever since I explained what heavy water was, everyone thinks I'm some like chemistry genius,
water?
and so like,
No,
anytime
it is
heavy
a
water
real
is a
thing.
thing, they're like,
It
oh, I
is
was
a
thinking
real
of you,
thing.
and so I was like, everyone thinks of me when they think of heavy water, so like, maybe I
Heavy
should.
water is, but quick water is not.
I was like,
Drayden,
maybe I should make a.
Dom, why did you turn your camera off? You fucked everything up
Illegal.
now.
You guys
shit, no,
just
it's not.
moved each other,
I'll be right back. Don't worry.
but so I was
No,
like,
you fucked up the cameras,
Tell you
bro.
what.
it's fine. So I was saying, I was like, I should just make like a bottled water company and call it Thick Water, and just have heavy water
Thick
bottles.
water.
Thick water.
But you gotta say thick in a really
Thick
deep voice, like
water.
thick water.
It says you can drink a glass of heavy water and won't suffer
Uh,
any ill side
yeah,
effects.
you can drink some and it's fine because it's still generally water. But
water.
here's the thing: because you
Thick is
have
it
the
thick?
extra neutron on the two hydrogen atoms, it
picture
doesn't
of it.
have the same.
Now it's straight in science.
You
talk.
don't have the same like reactivity and like polarity, or I don't know what it is, but it doesn't necessarily catalyze the stuff in your blood system that it should as well. So it slows your reaction
Oh
processes.
my god, it can kill you.
If you drink too much, yeah,
Well, of course it can.
yeah. If you
Replacing 50% of
anything
water
can
with
kill
heavy
you.
water is lethal.
if you drink too
Anything-
much, because here's the
Well,
thing.
when
Literally
you die of
anything can kill
radiation
you.
poisoning, that's probably what they did for the Chernobyl movie.
It's okay. So
Really
Such a
killed him.
good show. I
heavily
watched it twice now.
irradiated heavy water is only in
I love
reactors.
that show so much.
It is slightly radioactively, but it's not. It's
you
not.
guys missed the joke.
No, it's not enough to like worry about. But the reason with heavy water there's a problem is normal water. The hydrogens are just protons. They don't have neutrons. They are not. So when you add the neutrons on those hydrogens and make them deuterium instead of just normal protium, is what they call a single proton hydrogen. It doesn't react the same
whose
with the
fault is
stuff.
this?
So the thing is, like, water is like the media. It's the
is your
solvent
fault, isn't
in
it?
your.
Just let him do it.
It's
Just
the
let him do it.
solvent in your system that lets the chemical reactions happen that need to happen, like the combustion of sugar to run your metabolism, the mitosis of your cells. You have all this stuff in like everything going on in your body needs normal water. So when you start replacing it with heavy water, you start having issues because it slows down those processes. They don't react as well in heavy water. And so essentially your body just can't perform the way it's supposed to sustain itself. So if you drink a glass of it, it's fine because that's not going to replace enough of the water in your system to make a difference. And by the time that your body filters that out, it's fine. Like, you can drink a glass of thick water and you'd be cool. It's not good for you, but it's not going to be terrible for you. But if you drink nothing but heavy water, it's going to kill you.
So,
water.
so Drayden, get us some thick water, and we should all do a shot of thick water.
It might
a
be
shot
expensive.
of
You know
Thick
what?
water or heavy water?
Well,
Heavy water,
thick
but
water is
market
my
it as
brand.
thick water.
Thick water is the brand.
Yeah, like thick water is like Drayden's heavy water. It's like you got a
Okay,
dose of that
yeah.
D in that
I
thick
would like
water.
some of Drayden's thick water. I
Drayden,
think
you
I'd
should
like.
just sell normal water and call it heavy water.
Yeah, no, call it
Like-
thick water.
Like that's
Who's
what
gonna
people do.
know?
Like people will be like, "Oh, let me put this faucet water in this bottle and call it
Oh,
spring
yeah,
water."
dude,
Like,
I could
it's
ju-
not,
people
you're
do
not
that.
lying.
I can just do it like alcohol, like alcohol. Just do it like alcohol. Just like drink thick water in moderation. Be responsible with your thickness, dude. Because it's got that dummy thick hydration.
Dummy. Dummy thick hydration.
I spilled my thick Tito's on my lap. Okay, so anyway, final shots and final thoughts. Here we go. Let me find the thing. All right, so final shots, final thoughts. Dom, you started off. You're on the top, even though you're in Rain's spot.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't have fucking jack shit. Would we sell? Oh no, I do. I mean, hats off to your mother. That's fucking fantastic. Get a fucking book published. I'm fucking excited.
I totally forgot.
Hats off to your mother.
I forgot about the conversation about Drayden's mom at the beginning, so I thought you were insulting him for a second.
She wrote a book, and she's very
possible.
Well,
no, it's not posted yet, but it might be.
She had a couple publishers get a hold of her last week, and they want to publish her book. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome. I'm sure there's other things I could have said, but I can't think of them right now because I do like drugs.
All right, I'll go next. I'll do a shot for Oh man, Dom just upstaged me. I feel like I have to do a shot for Mom. But the aside from that,
I'm sorry, Drayden.
No, that's fine. We'll do a shot for I'll do a shot for the CSM. I don't always enjoy.
I should have done mine for Mannix.
I don't always enjoy politics. I'm actually get bored with politics. But you know what? CSM's coming up. It's an important thing, and you should all vote for Blazing Bunny. So shots for Blazing's campaign.
Good luck, Blazing. We know you'll do good.
We know you will represent the game and its community in the most upstanding fashion.
All right, Manic, you up?
CCP art team, you guys consistently knock out home runs. So keep it up. It's beautiful. You put out good. You do good things around here. CCP art department.
You got it. Nice.
They're the fucking best, man.
Dude, I'm hooked on phonics. All right, Rain, you're up.
Rain's laughing at me.
Yeah, I shout out to my family for helping me move and being supportive and shit. I don't know. My mom said she didn't roast me, but she roasted me last week when I said my family loves me, so I can ask them to do anything I wanted from them. But yeah, my family, woo.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Very awesome.
All right, with that, we're gonna close.
Shout out to wait. Shout out to Manscaped ball toner, which doubles as cologne.
Dude, you put so. Is it healthy to put that much toner?
Yeah, I had my eyes closed. It smells really good.
Have you smelled it, Rain? Have you
smelled ball toner?
It smells really good.
Have you smelled the toner?
I'm waiting for you guys to get sponsorships so then I can buy it so I can be like, oh, look, the sponsorship.
You'll smell it.
Oh, you can put in the open comms code.
You'll smell it at EVegas. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Have the open
you'll know. Like when you smell that.
Every guy at EVegas is going to be wearing this.
Yeah, when you smell that smell. Ooh, when you smell that smell, it's
you'll know it when you smell it.
You'll know. It's like a cologne that you just.
It's literally a cologne that you just spritz on your balls.
For your smooth balls, though.
It's like everything they have, though. It smells like that.
a lot of work out of it.
It's like the ball deodorant, the ball toner, the foot spray. It all smells like that.
I also got the little manicure kit that has like
Does it have a polisher?
clippers and scissors and fucking a nail file.
Dude,
like
you're just like right into the metrosexual range now.
Dude, I'm gonna start taking care of myself.
Hold up. Don't smack talk men who take care of their nails because that shit's attractive. The first thing a woman looks at is a dude's nails. Are they
short
nasty?
Nails, yeah.
Well, no, I'm not
sure. Short, clean, trimmed.
I trim my nails.
No dirt.
I don't
no
have
biting.
Yeah, I trim my nails.
Those like hangnail weird things.
I've never been more proud of my nails.
You know, like
thanks to manscaped.com.
Yeah, no, I've
pick the skin of their hands. What?
Around their nails, people do that.
No. I was joking. I trim my nails. I keep care of my nails, but
You gotta keep them short and smooth.
If you want to keep them protected too, go to like a salon and you can get clear coat of nail polish. So that way it's not colorful, but it also protects your nails.
Oh,
They sell that shit at
damn.
Walmart. Or
It's probably
Walgreens.
more than
Yeah. Well, like if you have to do it yourself, I don't know. I hate doing it myself.
it's a-
I just take my hands in a whole bucket of fucking
that was
grease.
probably more than I would do.
No.
All right, with
Yeah,
that
it
being
works.
said,
I think it's the same thing. I think.
with that being said, we're gonna cut it. We're out of here. We'll be back for the after show.
Are we
here
doing
in
the after show?
Yeah,
I am.
I'll do that.
Okay.
after show.
I don't want to leave yet. I like you guys.
no,
too
no.
much.
We'll do the after show. We'll be
We're bad
right
people. I don't know
back.
why you
Give
gotta
us
go.
like a couple minutes, but we're off for the main show. And thanks for hanging out.
Not
So,
that there's any real difference.
there's
but-
not really. It's a nice cut.
Actually,
to the
last
podcast.
It's
last
a
nice
week
cut
we
to the
talked about
podcast
even more
before
in
we
the
get
after show
We'll
than
cut
we
the
did fucking show.
podcast.
Yeah.
Drayden's gonna cut this all out from the podcast. By the way, if you want to listen to the podcast after we do it live, you can listen on Spotify if you want to. You don't have to, but it's there.
It is on Spotify, and it also is on Apple iTunes
It's on a,
or
it's
Apple
on a
iPod.
lot of
Dude,
stuff.
you
iCast
can get
It is-
Manscaped free boxers.
I got
Dude,
one.
so
No,
I-
they're not
I gotta
boxers.
say-
They're boxer briefs.
Where?
Are they good?
Okay, so
This is not the same company. You guys are lying to me.
Manscaped, right?
so
yeah, Manscaped. Yeah,
I,
they sell
not gonna
boxer
lie,
briefs.
I got home today, and I took a shower, and I actually put the pair on. I took them off, but
Is it a snug fit?
no. Here's my thing. I don't like boxer briefs because I don't like tight fitting clothing in that area. Not like tight. I mean, like I don't like things that are like skin
Constricting.
Fit. Not
They
Right.
literally
Like
have an
rubber and
option for
leather,
becoming an
or-
influencer.
Not-
Join Team Manscaped.
Yeah, I
Well, no,
applied.
not constrict. I
I
would say like I
applied.
don't like things that are like form fitting. We'll just say I
So the
like
people who
loose.
sell
I
the
like
fucking
full
lawnmower
boxers. I like full
sell this
boxers.
ball grease or ball. stuff. What
I
is
just
it
like
called?
Yeah, the
Ball
ball
deodorant.
toner.
I like loose
Well, I don't
boxers.
find
I
it.
like loose hanging everything.
I like
And
boxers.
so I don't like boxer briefs. But if you like boxer briefs, I will say they were not uncomfortable. They were just not what I'm used to. And so if you are a fan of boxer briefs, I would say that I've worn multiple boxer briefs. Those are the damn most comfortable boxer briefs I've ever worn. So that's a compliment for me. I wouldn't wear them because I don't wear boxer briefs. But if I had to, I've had the Duluth like buck naked boxer briefs that they sell.
We're talking about
I know
another far
the
too
face
long.
rain.
Doesn't
the
make
face,
sense.
No, it's a product.
Duluth?
Duluth Trading Company. It's
Oh,
a
Duluth.
Duluth.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What the
Yeah.
fuck did you think he said?
I thought he said the Luth. Like,
No. Duluth Trading
I was
Company.
like,
They make
what?
The
they
luge.
make a pair of boxer briefs called buck naked underwear. I have a pair of those. I don't like them much. They're not that comfortable. I've tried other, but I don't like boxer briefs. But
Do you have the ball?
the
wipes?
Manscaped ones were like it's super soft, super stretchy, super comfortable. It's like if you like boxer briefs, I guarantee you'll like those. If you don't like boxer briefs, they're not unwearable. They're just not your thing. So that's about as much of a compliment as I can give, which is actually a compliment based on the fact that I hate boxer briefs. So
from somebody who doesn't like. So what you're saying is, for somebody who doesn't like boxer briefs, these were really nice.
if
boxer
you're
briefs.
not a giant fan of boxer briefs, you might actually like those. If you like boxer briefs, you'll love those. That's what
It's only
that,
$70
that's,
for the
that's,
lawnmower. I think I'm gonna.
That's
order
what I'm saying. Like if you're a boxer
it's
brief
a good
wearer,
product, Dom. Not
if,
gonna lie.
if you're a
Is it
boxer brief
still
wearer,
solid?
those are probably
it's
going to be
a solid
really good
product.
ones.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got to go to the after show.
I'm buying the ball wipe stuff for
After
sure. I
show.
can have my
You got
ball
the-
wipes.
you got the-
After show. Later, bitches.
After show.
Later, bitches.
Later, bitches.
We'll get you
Later,
guys
bitches.
just stick around. We'll be back in like
We're
2
still on
minutes.
the fucking line. Oh my god.